If you work at a moving job, first of all, shout out to you because you're probably a felon. So I'm glad you have a job. And
shout out to your victims. Yeah. Real hoes are child prodigies.
Like setting up, yeah. You know how you put that soap go down your back and it'll go. You can see the soap go off.
Listen.
He's painting the picture. As a black man, we supposed to be getting something specifically.
We should get food stamps for life.
But I mean, the last time I took it was probably like 5 days ago, so which is nothing.
And viewers,
it's still in my system.
The niggas talking about CMOS.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Ow. Welcome, America. Back at it again. 2 of your most wanted here.
Yeah.
Host of the 𝙿𝙾𝚃𝚃 show. I am Tone Groove.
Jay Noblez. Yes, we're in the building, back live. Shout out to lovely ladies of LOY.
As always, where would we be without you?
Exactly, nigga. Homeless, nigga, poverty.
Yeah.
Shout out to
dirty,
all.
Dusty, ashy.
Exactly. Shout out to all the Patreon members who, made their way over here to LOY, even though it's for Homeroom you're watching now, shout out to y'all.
Mm-hmm. It's a funnel system.
Shout out my mama. You got any more thanks, nigga?
Shout out my mother as well.
Yeah.
She made a young black king.
Yeah.
Shout out my girl. Love her to death.
Okay.
Wherever you are, baby. Wherever you are. She in South Carolina right now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
A little trip. She'll be back. But
shout out to Tom Cruise.
I actually have some shit to tell you I forgot all about on the way here. Yeah. But
yeah, man.
Shout out Lauren. Lauren's also on the trip because he's on the bigger and better and more profitable things.
Lauren has a job
that he's been waiting a couple months for. Lauren, I think we might have talked about it loosely.
Very vaguely, but
Lauren has been in the in-between stage. Intentionally.
Yeah, in between his cushion and his couch.
He's been in professional purgatory.
In this garage. That's the only places he's been.
Literally.
But yeah, man, and it's crazy, like when you're searching for a job, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things going through your head, like, am I a man? Am I this? Am I that? I didn't have a job for 2 weeks.
Am I inadequate?
You know what I'm saying?
How did it feel to not be able to pay bills for 2 weeks?
But you see, I set myself up for failure because I did. So first of all, I'm gonna say with FedEx, right?
Okay.
You have to
last job.
You have to complete the training days before you can even get paid. Mm. So
it makes sense because they know that the turnover rate is kind of crazy.
But
most niggas don't get through that period.
But before the training days, I had already worked. You get what I mean? So it's like I'm forced to do the training days because I already worked.
Yeah,
like I'm not going to get paid for those days I already worked.
You just hustled in reverse.
You
they really got you. They got some free labor off of things.
You get what I mean? So you got to complete the training days before you can even get paid. That shit was some bullshit.
How long that training period?
Shit, like 3 days.
Mm-hmm. But you are on the bigger and better things right now too.
You know what I mean? I'm a salary man now. What can I say?
You a commission man, nigga.
That too. You know what I'm saying? Cold calling that is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing?
Keep it chilly on the bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that whole labor thing, that whole picking up heavy things with your hands,
it's done.
That's for other people. Let me just say that. That's for other people.
For lesser beings. For those who don't have superior intellect, right?
You know what I'm saying? I use my mouth to get money.
Because, pause. Huge pause. Because that's so vague.
Yeah.
Like, you sound
but
like a prostitute.
I said it, though.
You said, but in our early 20s.
Yeah.
Well, in our 20s, because we're still in the early 20s.
2 years ago.
In our 20s, really all jobs we ever had, we've either done customer service or pro athletics.
Yeah.
Manual labor. You were pro athlete if you work manual labor jobs. You're getting paid for performance.
If you work at a moving job, first of all, shout out to you because you're probably a felon. So, I'm glad you have a job. And
shout out to your victims.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, if you work a moving job, man, shout out to you, man, because it's a different breed.
You a different breed, but you got low standards.
Yeah.
Especially if you with a particular company.
Yeah.
One company in particular, but we ain't gonna harp on that because they know about that.
Yeah. But man, it's crazy, with this new job and shit, though. First of all, shout out to homie AK. You know what I mean? Why he put in a good word for your brother. You know,
the good natural brother that was just on the show last episode.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He put in a good word for the brother.
Nepotism for Negroes.
Yeah. They needed some cultural diversity in that motherfucker. It's a lot of It was very bright in there.
It's a little tuna sandwiches in there.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say that. Maybe grilled cheese. Like they kind of black. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They not like fully white.
They're white, but with a little culture.
Yeah.
They got good TikTok algorithms.
But they was cool though. And first of all, interview day, my third interview, the last interview, walk in, it's this big facility. I'm saying big, you know, whatever.
You don't know nothing. You don't know better.
I don't know no better.
You a small town nigga in the
I was
big
about
city.
to say, nigga, if Lauren was here, like, big, I got flow now. But I walk in.
Lauren did get flown out to Texas like an Instagram thought.
Yeah, like a Jamaican slut.
Yeah. Promised him a green card.
Yeah. But I walk in, I'm like, this smells nice, you know, got some coffee over there. White women talking behind, like, the dining area.
Casual conversation or the
Casual conversation, like, but like real casual conversation, not like some, hey, like, you know, so, hey, what's going on, you know, oh, well, he cheated on me, like regular white bitch
Okay,
shit.
they're getting into it. Yeah.
So, free water. They had like 1 million glass cups. You know, I'm just painting the pictures, right? I've never seen anything like this.
It's a well-funded place. The break room is immaculate.
I was trying to find, you know, the bitch I was going to be interviewing me. I was told to just sit in the lobby and somebody's going to get me. So I'm like, nigga, what is this? Like, the DEA? Like, who's going to come get me? I'm sitting down. I see a black dude behind me on the couch. I'm like, he's here for a job. I could tell. Like, just his presence. He's like, head down, like, on his phone.
He's
like,
trying to get into the flow state.
you know, leg doing this. You know what I'm saying? He trying to think, you know what I'm saying? But,
trying to explain away some of these lies on the resume.
yeah.
I'd have been there before.
White woman came, picked us up. She was like, you know, let's walk around the facility so you guys can see what's happening, you know, what you guys are going to be, you know,
tour the
getting
plantation.
into, you know what I'm saying? Well, nah, it's not a plantation. This is way better than that. Nigga, they had a Zen room. That was the first, like, room we saw. Like, hey, this is what we offer.
Did she tell you, like, when that was established? Like, is that a new modern everything or they been like that?
I mean, it's a tech company, so it's like they probably been on that wave.
Yeah.
But they had, like, 2 pods with like goggles and shit. Excuse me, but they had like 2 pods with goggles, and you know, shit looked real like calm in there. You know what I mean? Like
it was tranquil.
Like Buddha just hiding in the corner.
They had beanbags.
You know, Tony, they have pods. Did you not hear that?
Describe the pod.
Nigga.
Like what exact? It's like an immersive experience.
Imagine
or like flotation tanks.
Imagine an egg, but with a door.
Like the shit they be having in the mall.
Yeah, like with the gaming chairs,
okay.
but meditation.
You
shit.
Get what
So
I mean?
they
probably got some nice smooth binaural beats playing.
We keep walking, right? She was like, you know, this is this office. This is all the tech niggas that got a degree. You know, they really are important. This is like some manager rooms. There's some more rooms. Let's go to the
peasant room.
The game room.
No.
So I'm like, game room? We walk back. We walk into like the call center. And like that shit was crazy to see. Like that shit was like
the hardwood, nigga. That's where they shoot the threes and slam dunk it.
Niggas, white stuff on the counter. It's just like a bunch of selling happening.
Did you feel like on Monsters Inc., you know, when they first walk through the doors into the room where they go through the doors?
If I had that same level of like what the fuck?
Curiosity and wonder.
Nigga, Doctor Strange, nigga, this shit was crazy. And you know, it's just a bunch of niggas. You know, some people were like actually working. Other people, white women, were just talking. But you know, we went to the game room. Nigga, they had like the little, at Adventureland, the little basketball shit. Yeah. You know, 1, 2, 3. An Xbox. I didn't see if it was the Xbox X.
Series S?
Yeah, I didn't see if it was the Series X. Yeah.
To have an Xbox in the vicinity is cool enough.
It's cool, but if it's an Xbox One, who are we kidding? You know what I'm saying? It's 2023.
It is 2023.
And it's a tech company.
And it sounds like they're not making a lot of revenue.
You get what I mean? Like they're being lazy.
It's a tech company that's not up to date.
Put it on the facade. But yeah, then you know, I started training. You know what I mean? I started training with this white dude, this surfer white nigga.
Was he a nice Mr. Miyagi?
He was a cool dude. He was like, imagine like AJ, have you ever stumbled upon a white dude who's like a rock climber nigga and he's just cool as fuck?
Rarely, but
You
Rarely? You host NASCAR.
Yeah, but rock climbing is not it kind of tells you what tax bracket they're in or what tax bracket they're used to. It's upper middle class and above.
You know what I mean?
For real rock climbing, but is he like YMCA rock climber?
No. Real rock climbing is upper class.
Yeah. Well,
was
you
he
can
a
do
real
it.
rock climber? Or was he just like on the fabricated wall?
You could definitely be a bum on the cliffs. It's a lot of them. Most rock climbers are poor.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Most rock climbers
they have nothing to lose.
It's an interesting thing. It's just like the group of when I meet somebody that rock climbs, it's not somebody that's a part or even like adjacent to my circle. But I take that back because one of the videographers I used to mess with. He's a video. I know him through videography. Nigga be rock climbing.
Does he surf too?
He don't surf, but one of my other homies surf.
But imagine both of those niggas combined into one. That's the nigga who I was training with.
He cool.
So he was a cool individual.
Good.
And
And
like,
rock climbers are potheads too. Like,
You know,
rock
exactly.
climbing, smoke, surfing, all that pothead stuff.
The
You
way-
gotta take the edge off because you risking your life every time.
you know, I've only been here for like 3 months. That's what he said. You know, I've only been here for like 3 months. You know, I got a promotion. You know, I'm doing a good job. Y'all don't know how good of a job.
He
I'm
sounded
doing.
like a lazy dude.
Bro, like just, you know, I came here, you know, for the salary, you know, for the money, you know, like that.
Like, yes,
You know
nigga,
what I'm
that's what
saying?
we're all here for.
And so he started calling, and you know, it was crazy to see, like, to be on the other side.
Did he code switch?
Nah, he didn't have to. But he changed his tone. You know, it's a lot of secrets and different trades, you know, that come with the game and all. You know, I can't be that.
It's a lot of skills that you gotta learn.
You know, exactly. You know what I mean? But
You gotta know how to breathe on a bitch.
for real. But it was cool though. I ended up training by myself. I called this like nonprofit. I called the desk lady. The desk ladies are usually like, we call them GKs.
What is that?
I don't know.
Who is we?
You know, me and my
Nigga, you
company.
ain't in there yet.
I start tomorrow.
You
nigga.
start tomorrow.
I start tomorrow.
Nigga
And
said we. He's already
it's
on the company policy.
And it's dropping Wednesday, so you know I already started. You know, say thank you in the comments.
You have a
know
little
what I'm saying?
skin in the game.
Yeah, I would say thank you. Well, you know, congratulations. But I called this nonprofit. Old black woman answers. I'm like, I could just tell, and I'm like, yeah, you know, is Whoopty Whoop Whoop there? The person I really need to talk to there.
That's what you said?
Nah, but
Oh,
that's
okay. Yeah,
basically
yeah,
what I
yeah.
said. And she was like, yeah, let me see. So, you know, it does the whole shit hangs up. It just hangs up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, like, goddamn.
Your first rejection?
funky bitch.
How
But
did
that's
it
the
feel?
game, though. It felt good. I was like, I need more of that.
But you gotta
I'm
understand,
hungry.
that's 99% of what you're gonna get paid to do. Hear that
Exactly.
ringtone.
Yeah,
That boop,
yeah.
boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like hypnotic after a certain point.
But you do have to hit your numbers. Like, you know, they expect you to set appointments.
What you gotta shoot from the field? Like 43%, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't act like you didn't do the math, nigga.
I
You're
did.
not.
I did the math.
Like on your.
When you do your own research, you can come to the podcast prepared.
Okay.
You can just say data and statistics.
We do have to set
43%.
set 3 appointments, you know what I'm saying, a day. Just strive to. That's the goal, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a day.
Yeah, that's a day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But
And you feel like you adequate enough.
for sure, nigga, after that interview, I got a call, right? Mind you, this is around 12. Got a call from the white lady. She's like, hey, you know, the interview, you know, went well with Mike and Dan, whatever, you know what I mean? And they're actually ready for, you know, the next step,
Yeah.
which is, you know, your first cold call. Like, you know, you get to cold call to them. And I'm like,
You get to pop your cherry for the first time.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, like, that's cool. When can this happen? She's like, actually, are you free today around 4? And I'm like, God damn, bitch, like, this is all in one day?
You gotta understand, this is the world you're
This is
preparing
the
to
world.
embark in.
Exactly.
You gotta be
exactly.
flexible. You gotta be tamed for high volume environments.
I have to be an animal. I
Yeah.
have to be the alpha predator.
You gotta bring
know
out
what
your
I'm
inner
saying?
Jordan Belfort. Have you rewatched the Leonardo DiCaprio?
I haven't, but they
You gotta see that Wolf of Wall Street again.
they recommended me some books though. You know, the Challenger Sale. You know,
Outwitting
that's just one of them. You know what I mean? I
Challenger
can't bring too
You
much.
gotta
to
read
them,
The
nigga.
Closer, Outwitting the Devil,
Yeah.
Human Chess by Pimp and King.
Yeah. You know.
Maybe even 48 Laws of Pimpology. Fuck it.
Nigga, the 50th power. Nigga, fucking, you know, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
But
You
which is
gotta
a good
really,
book.
you gotta have a true understanding of human nature.
Exactly.
Like you gotta really get into your bag on what makes people feel important.
I had 3 tries. I don't know if I had 3 tries to get it right,
Yeah.
but
to get it right.
the cold call, but I got it right, you know, quotations right on the 3rd try. So the first one, she was like, you know, not she, but like Brad and Mike, right?
Yeah.
So Brad was playing the GK. Mike was playing the nigga who I needed to talk to.
Okay.
So Brad is, you know, the secretary. He's playing the woman in this case.
Yeah,
right?
he majors in Microsoft Word.
Exactly. He excels in Excel. So he's like, yeah, you know, first things first, you know, these GKs, they're going to be asking questions. Just, you know, say fuck them. You know what I mean? They're not important. Just have that presence, right?
Yeah.
So the first call, you know,
Womanize them.
womanize him, right? So I did a little ring, fake ring. And I'm like, hey, is fucking Mike there, right? And he's like, yeah, Mike is here. And he's really playing this character. He's like, yeah, Mike is here. Can I ask who this is? I fucked up.
He's playing hard to get.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
I said, I'm Justin from my company. You're not supposed... But wait, let me say, you're not supposed to divulge the company with the GKs because they don't even matter. So I fucked up. I said, I'm Justin from so-and-so.
Okay.
So
you got to treat the doorman like shit.
They've been trained, right? So after that, they was like, all right, that was good, but remember, you don't say the company before you get to the boss, right?
Why? That's an immediate turnoff?
It's just... because instantly they're like, cold call. Like, that's going to...
signal goes off.
It's a turn off.
You could be somebody important if you don't divulge that information.
Vaginas are dry at that point. It's like, you're moving too fast, nigga.
It's like telling her you sleep on the futon in your mom's crib.
Nigga, exactly, nigga. It's like, goddamn. But, so, after that, I'm like, all right, the second try, right? So, we try again. I'm like, ring. He's like, yeah, who am I speaking to, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, Justin, right?
Nigga from the last call.
Yeah. I'm like, Justin. And he's like, okay, can I ask, why you want to speak with the boss? And I'm like, it's just important business, we already set up an appointment. I said some bullshit. You get
I was about to say, how much bullshit can you get into? Can you can you call him? Be like, nigga, this is Justin Noblez. Like, say your name like he's supposed to know who it is.
Exactly.
And be like, and just make up a whole story.
You can, but it's like it's not necessary.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
You're trying too hard.
You're trying too
method
hard.
acting.
You get what I mean? But the third try, it was just magnificent, I easily got past him, I was like, Justin, he was like, can I ask, why you want to be speaking with him? I was just like, I'm just calling, is he there? You know what I mean? And then
tell the nigga he'll get paid enough to know that information.
There's something called a like a conversation ender. It's like shit like, thank you or I'll hold. Shit, things of that nature, right?
Yeah,
so, instantly I hit him with a, I'll hold, which is like, it instantly makes a person go, well, shit, I'll hold, I guess I'll pass him through.
He's used to this.
I get passed through to the boss, right? I hit him, I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? It's, is this whatchamacallit? He's like, yeah, hey, my name is Justin. You got a minute or two? You know what I mean? I hit it with something smooth, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, how you doing? You got a minute or two?
You got to really back on him. Pause.
You do, but it's like...
You got to wind it down to a certain degree.
You do. You know what I mean? You got to bring some wine out, you know what I'm saying? You got,
Flowers?
I didn't have to do that. I don't think that's my game. But, just a little something. But, I tell him, I'm like, yeah, what'd I say? What's the script? I'm like, yeah, so I work with a software company. We help companies advertise and, just deal with the overall hassle. Nah.
He don't even know.
Nah, just deal with the overall hassle. I said some shit like that. I forgot the script. But, he was like, oh, okay. But I don't know if I can afford this. Like, he's really playing this character. This nigga he's lying, acting like he can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ah, shit. So I'm like, well, Mike, can I be honest with you, right?
I can't afford this shit either, nigga.
Can I be honest with you, right? We have 3 tiers, right? So honestly, it's like, we have multiple different, options for your payment.
Take EBT,
all that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, can you just email me? That's, that's like...
Conversation ender?
That's like a bitch saying she got a boyfriend.
That's like her
saying?
giving you her Instagram, right?
Yeah.
It's like you doing something for the moment to make me feel like I got progression.
In a sense,
but
right?
nothing's happening.
And so I tell him, I'm like, Mike, well, you got to be honest. There is no do not call list. So I'm just going to call you again tomorrow. So it would probably...
That's what you said?
I said something like that. So I was like, Mike, honestly, it's probably best if we set up a meeting. I don't know. How about morning time next week? Something like that.
So your game is misogyny. Catcalling.
Nah, man. My game is like...
Sound a little Bill Cosby-ish.
My game is like Kingpin-ish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
the mob.
Yeah, like the specifically I was watching Step Up. Get Served. the fat nigga from Get Served. You know,
Why were you watching this?
it was just on. It was just on. But you remember the fat nigga that he never stood up. He was just always in the car. That nigga. You know what I mean? Like just real. Like I'm not telling you to do it, but it's like it would benefit the both of us.
You playing the game. You being real reluctant.
Yeah. You're
really seducing.
In a sense. But, that was just my first little, training call, Shit gonna
Did you
get
close
hectic,
the deal?
though. Of course.
That's what's important. Because you got to do 3 of those a day. For 5 days a week.
I mean, I have to set 3.
Which is nothing. And you set the appointment. So you're the first point of contact for them niggas.
Yeah.
So you actually have one of the most important jobs. Because you set the intentions.
He does have the most important job, for sure.
The first impressions of the company. Hey, just speak with this because you the second impression.
Yeah, so it's the hardest. That's the hardest position, too.
Yeah.
The cold calling is, you got to be a dog, bro. Like, you really got to be a dog. Like, that whole scene in Wolf of Wall Street when he was teaching them his script.
Yeah.
Like, that's real. Like, like you got to be built different. Because I know some companies in the area, like some of my homies was making, this is back in the day, but it was a technology company.
Yeah.
Doing cold calling, you do 150 calls a day. That's like your minimum. You're doing at least 150 a day in an 8-hour shift, and it was getting like 120 a year, 130 a year. The ones that like were able to
That was
stick with
closing
it,
them deals?
that was closing whatever the 2, 3, 4, 5 appointments a day or whatever that requirement was. And think about that too. You got 150 people you trying to convert, and they only want you to do 3.
That's what
but
I mean.
you might have to call 100 people. So it's not easy, but you're pivotal, bro.
Yeah.
And then you moving up in that system is when part 2, that's when you open up the next level of money.
Yeah,
like you can do real well on that level, but you're gonna get tired of it because that's dog work.
It's a small game.
But once you become the person that does the follow-up appointment, that closes the deal, that's where that real bread starts coming from.
Because you're the closer.
Yeah,
nigga.
you're the closer at that point.
You're
And that's
Take the last shot.
And somebody already did a lot of the damage for you. Like that's the hardest part. And so these people are interested, like once they're interested and they're warm, you close that deal, it's up for you.
You finger the pussy.
Yeah, but
That's your job.
the nigga that's selling it, he's really sticking in it.
Yeah, he gets the poke.
You know what I mean? But it's gonna be interesting, you know what I mean? I don't think it's nothing. Like shit, calling the phone, like
It's nothing.
Come on, man.
You sit down, you're no longer slinging packages. You're no longer in hell, for real. Because that's where I'm currently at. I was working it, and it's cool. It was cool at the time. But then I realized I had like a real bad day at work, and I was like, nigga, I'm too smart to not be solving problems. Real problems.
I feel that.
you want to feel important.
There was a second, you remember when like just having your CDL was just like, nigga, there was advertisements everywhere. Niggas
Get your
was like,
CDL, nigga.
make $4,000 a week. I was like, nigga, what?
4,000 a week?
Get $1,500 a week, $2,000 a week. I'm
But
like,
you
nigga,
up
this
for
is
16 hours.
That's doctor money.
Man, I was telling my boy, I said, bro, I might get a CDL. I just passed another like one of them billboards. They talking about $2,500 a week.
They was marketing that
He
shit,
was
nigga.
like, he's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You too smart for that.
Yeah.
He was like,
to be sitting down for
he was
9,
like, that
15
job.
hours.
He said, yeah, you could do it, but you're gonna realize you're working with a bunch of idiots. So you're the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
Every room you go in, even your upper management. He's like, it's good money for people with zero education.
Yeah.
Yeah. And early on, that's what we had to settle for. We're both college dropouts.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't even think, I think I could have got like a sales job like way before now, but it just didn't happen like that.
And you got to at least be 18 and charming.
21 and shit. You know.
Nah, because even like, I'm at work having a horrible day. I'm like, I'm getting into sales, nigga. I'm getting into the talk game. I'm trying to sell water to a whale.
Yeah.
Get paid for that shit. So I'm listening to a bunch of YouTube videos, and essentially, you got to go through the ringer. Like, everybody thinks that when you come in, that if you can talk shit, it's just going to be immaculate. You're going to be the salesman of the year instantly. Like Magic Johnson, nigga. Come in, get the championship.
Yeah.
He had Kareem on his team, though. There's a caveat to that. We don't have Kareem. You on your own. No matter how good a shit you talk,
And a good
it's
bench.
a completely different step.
Yeah. But, and look, you're saying this and you the nigga, what?
Because I'm getting into this.
Nigga.
I told him on the way here, I was like,
This
I'm going
nigga.
to give him 2 weeks there, see how it goes for him. If the water's warm, I'll get in.
Hey, look, that's the same thing with Lauren. It's like, I still got my job, but if 2 months, 3 months go by, this nigga's like, hey, this is where you need to be.
Yeah.
The application's going in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And that employee referral's getting split.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's amazing. But ideally, you're gonna be making a lot of more money soon. Like, you think that's gonna change you?
I mean, it's probably not like a lot of more money.
From what we've been getting, if you doing real good in commission, in sales, your earning potential is uncapped. Like fuck it, I dropped the company. We could only make $16 an hour, but there was nothing else that we could do unless we got tipped, and even that's not guaranteed.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be regular. You know what I mean? I might be a better person because it's like I'm doing what I was supposed to be doing.
You don't think you could end up being a worse person?
I mean,
more manipulative, more cunning, more Machiavellian.
I mean,
because you're about to get a great gift. You're about to inherit persuasion, and you can use that for good or evil.
Cold calling. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can. Like, nigga,
when you put it like
that. First, nigga, get in the fucking lane before you start.
Cold, but nah.
I know them videos. I watch the same videos.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I listen to Pimpkin's The Art of Human Chess, I feel evil.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you could go out there and get you a hoe. Like,
yeah, it does. If you maneuver properly. And if you apply all principles of the game, you can tame a renegade.
I mean, yeah, theoretically, but like that's like going to the NBA. Like, you can make it, but nigga,
nah, getting a hoe is a lot easier than going to the NBA. You don't need genetics to get a hoe in a stroll. You just need a good campaign and managerial skills, which can be developed.
Which is hard to develop.
But it's different than having overdeveloped Achilles that allow you to jump off the ground higher than everybody else. There's nothing you can do about that. But
that's one nigga, and he's not even in the NBA no more.
But who?
Dennis Smith?
I'm just talking about most people in general. Like, if you are naturally more athletic than other people, there's something different about your body chemistry. You on a different level. LeBron James is 6'9", 3,000 pounds, and he moves like a feather.
He be on that stuff, though.
He's way bigger than AJ and moves way faster than AJ. Thinking about that.
AJ's not even that big.
AJ's a big guy, though. He's over 6 feet.
But still, though, it's still the same. It's still the same essence. Like, getting the hoe is damn near like getting
Shaquille O'Neal. That nigga's huge, and he moves very nimble.
Keeping a hoe is like staying in the league.
Longevity in any regards should be celebrated because it's like
the mental endurance, nigga. But the physical toll it takes on your body.
Hoes aren't meant to be kept. That's not how the game really works out.
Yeah, but it's still.
I don't think there's a single pimp that kept a hoe from the start to the finish, unless she died or got retired out the game due to STDs.
I mean, we've definitely heard of tall tales of pimps keeping a hoe until like she turned to ash, nigga.
But you qualified at tall tales. They're lying.
No.
Yeah.
So how you gonna say a pimp's a nigga? What?
A lot of are you saying that pimps don't lie?
But I'm saying
I feel like
can't.
Lying is easier than the truth for a lot of pimps. Because you really got to paint the picture. You convincing this bitch to sell a body.
But
is there a rational way to do that?
But the pimps we're talking about, they not lying about no shit like that. And like, nigga, I had this bitch for like 12 years.
Who said that? 12 years. 12 years, but there's a cap on that. You can only play for so many seasons.
Tony, 12 years is a long time.
12 years is a long time. 12
nigga.
Years is a long time.
In most regards, 12 years is a long time.
That's like 0.2% of pimps.
Man, same thing with the NBA. Like, man, who's really on the all-time scoring list?
No, all-time scoring list is different than playing 12 seasons. All-time means that you were great. Playing 12 seasons meant that you was mediocre enough to keep coming back.
You're talking about in regards to the hoe?
Yeah, in regards to the hoe. And 12 consecutive years of hoeing. I wonder what's the longest a hoe has ever hoed. Like, is that something that's Googleable? Can we Google the longest prostitution record?
I don't even. I mean, I guess. I wouldn't even like.
Because if she's a real prodigy of a hoe, she started very young. Younger than she should have legally. And say she retired like 30-something, that's damn near like 20 years.
It's not about it's not about how long she's been hoeing. It's about the consistency of the hoeing.
How
it's
passionate the hoeing was?
We have to look at the numbers, Tony. We got to look at the numbers over time. Like, because she could be hoeing in her 50s, but it's like, how many dudes are she knocking a night? Like,
hoeing is hoeing, though. And it's like LeBron James is still playing. He's 30-something thousand seasons in, but he's not going to give you triple doubles out the ass like that no more. He's still in the game. He's still a top 6 player overall.
LeBron James is just his own, like, other athlete.
Yeah, he's a different breed. He's literally one of the greatest of all time. But speaking of hoes, I mean, you saw when Brittney Renner went on Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Gave some more hotels. I don't believe she's as slutty as she, like, tries to come across as. I don't believe in her whole spirit.
Nah, I mean, she's a hoe. I think I said, I saw, like, she slept with, like, 35 men. Which is even, like...
Do you believe that?
That number, that's a lot, but it's not a lot in terms of like what real hoes are doing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that. I was
like 35.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of weird that it's even making headlines because I'm like, maybe I just know a lot of hoes, but I'm like 35 don't.
You know a lot of authentic hoes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not in her. It's kind of order. I feel like she's smart as a motherfucker, and she's using this strategy. But she could be using her brain. It's kind of like
she's
us.
a little too smart to be doing that.
She treats hoeing like how we've been treating manual labor.
Yeah. Like she got her CDLs too early.
She settled for $4,000 a week.
She's stuck.
And getting beat on by NBA players.
She's stuck in the game. Jesus, nigga.
It's the reality of life, nigga. It's a sad tale of a prostitute.
God damn.
It never ends good.
She got beat on?
I think so, right? Well, I don't want to say. I can't put that out there.
Nigga, come on.
I don't think she's ever had. She don't be advocating for that.
I'm thinking of Miles Bridges. He was beating on his girl, and they played on the same team. So it was a easy mistake to make. But we all journalists.
Easy. We can't say
it was an easy mistake to make.
Oh, okay.
They play on the same team,
but she's not. Is there a list for like hoes, sluts?
There's a tier.
Yeah, are there?
Well, we should make it because if there isn't, because there are a million different synonyms to describe a woman who walks at night alone.
She's definitely promiscuous.
But I feel like that's low level. I feel like that's low level holding. Just being a little promiscuous, because you still doing it for sexual gratification. High levels of hoeing, they're not busting nuts to bust nuts.
It's about that money only.
It's like it's a different incentive.
Yeah, fun hoeing, it is different from professional hoeing.
Yeah.
But 35 on either numbers is just low as hell.
Like
35, like that's well, no, it's not
low as hell.
Like think about if you met your girl. Think about if you met your woman and she was like, yeah, I'm probably like 27, 26. Like she had to think about it, like 27, 28, 29. Like would that kind of like
at our age? Because we're early 20s.
Brittney Renner's 31.
So we might as well say our age. Like, it doesn't matter.
Nah, 31 is a lot different than 24.
But you get the point. Like, the point, we're not that far apart.
Not that far apart, but
let's
6 more years or 7 more years?
Like, you think most people lose
28.
Most people lose their virginity in like
15.
15, 16.
So, but if she's a real hoe, it was earlier than that. That's what I'm saying.
Possibly, yeah.
Real hoes are child prodigies.
And we're looking at roughly like 2 bodies a year. That really ain't shit.
Average. Really, probably 2.5 if you want to get the exact number.
Yeah, about 2.5 bodies a year.
So that's 2 fucks and 1 suck.
It's not...
Really, though. How?
That's not that much of a hoe.
It's really nothing. Like... But most of the time, nobody averages 2 bodies or 2.5 bodies a year. The way it normally happens is you go on runs. You know what I'm saying? At least like that's even for myself, my own hoe, and it's runs. It's like I'm going crazy for 2-3 months, and it's like just knocking everything down. And then it's like 1 every 4 months or 3 months or something like that. You know,
but I feel like the plight of a woman's pussy is different though.
It's very different because that's me as a man.
That's you as a man. Like
they can go on a run without trying.
You gotta understand, they're a magnet for sex.
Yeah,
it naturally gravitates towards them.
Some would say it's
so
only one way to have.
She beat back a lot to only allow 35.
At least 170.
At least 4,000.
There was
she's an online public figure. We can even put 100,000 on that. Like
it was niggas cold calling in the DMs.
Every 30 seconds there's probably a DM with a DP or something like that. A dick.
35 even sounds like now that I'm thinking about it. 35 sounds like a lot.
That's what I said at first.
It's probably a lot.
But you think it's more or less? I feel like it's less than that.
I feel like it might be less too.
I think she really got like 20 bodies and she's trying to up her hoeing. She trying to use the Corinne Steffens book print, but without putting in the hours like Kobe did in the gym.
Y'all are being consumed by her spell, nigga. She's definitely a hoe.
I don't believe it.
For sure.
She's trying to convince you that she's a hoe. You the one that's being compelled.
No.
Yeah. When you look at her face, she looks like she looks like she easily could have been an Ivy League bitch. Easily.
Yeah. This
MLA formats her text messages.
I mean, it's a lot of sluts that are surgeons probably. Like, so what?
No, there aren't a lot. See, you say a lot of like crazy ass statistics. Like earlier when you said most gay men are married to women with no research, no data, nothing backing this.
What you mean?
Like that's a ridiculous ratio. You think majority of gay dudes are married to women?
Probably.
You changed your tune. You was a little bit more exact earlier.
I mean, so do you want to stay on the previous conversation with Brittney Renner or talk about my statement?
It was a beautiful segue, but we could put a pin in that. She's not as much of a hoe as she alludes to. And I think...
Okay.
I think that she's planning this shit out like Malcolm X. I think she wants...
I'm listening.
I think she wants to be a renegade, to be a wild card at an early age, right? Use that to leverage celebrity and to be the next Oprah Winfrey. Soul searching, nigga.
I think, you want to know what I think? I think that there's no like black Kim K. Like there's no like just black hoe.
Kim Kardashian isn't the black Kim K?
No. Well, not really. But there's no like black hoe that's like really made it out here hoeing. Even Corinne Steffens, she didn't really make it out of that sphere.
She's an author. What are you talking about? She had a best-selling book.
She didn't really make it out, though.
But she brought prostitution to Barnes and Nobles. That's a hell of a feat. Think about that. Think about that statement, nigga.
I don't even think that's like... And was she the first? Really?
She was the most notable.
She was the most notable.
Which matters. If you were the biggest person to do that certain thing...
Well, she's probably trying to take the same lane Karen, took to be... comfortable.
But without the authentic hoeing. Corinne was an actual slut. True and true. The shit was in it. Some niggas are basketball players and some niggas are hoopers. It's a different level of passion that they play the game with.
When I see
Corinne Steffens hoeing with a heart.
When I see Brittney, I see a hoe. I sense a hoe. But I see a little shyness in the hoe. Like maybe like all these years she's been like vilified for being a hoe. That like she's kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I mean? She's kind of like tiptoeing with it. And like the reason why I think she's lying with 35 bodies, right?
Yeah.
Because 35 is like the perfect number for her. Like 35. Like it seems...
It's so well-rounded.
It's
not 34 niggas. It's not even 36 niggas.
You get what I'm saying?
She probably chose that number so that we would do the math and say, that's only 2.5 bodies a year. That's not bad.
It's very calculable.
Exactly.
It's very calculable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and it's an easy calculation.
She probably started with the multiply by 2 for a certain amount of years and got 35 instead of working backwards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the bitch, she's a diabolical hoe.
We're seeing the same thing, but we have two different judgments on it. Because I think that this just proves she's not as much of a hoe as she really is. The world is a stage, Justin. She's Shakespearean with her hoe.
Just because
lying. It's bullshit.
But
she's making things up.
But that's like saying there's only one way to hoe. Like, who are you to say there's only one way to hoe? There's multiple ways of hoeing out here, Tony. This is what I'm saying.
Everybody has different play styles, but
what's the point of her doing this? Like,
that's what I'm saying. What's her end goal? What's her why?
It's to live, nigga. There aren't any real. There's no black hoes that are like that have made it off of past like hoeing.
There's no black hoes that made it off of past hoeing.
Black China.
What are you talking about?
That's Black China. That's probably the only one.
She took it to the top.
She took it to the next level.
Yeah.
She took it to the next level.
She's a true ghetto story. Like ghetto story to Tyga to Rob Kardashian. They don't get no better than that. Really.
But she's in that same level of hoeing as like Suki or maybe like Sexy Red. But you also have the different type of hoes like Tinashe. You get what I'm saying?
She ain't a hoe.
She broke up the New Boys.
She had one little sabbatical.
I forgot about that.
But there needs to be a track record for that.
Nigga, she broke up the New Boys.
They seemed like they was kind of fragile to begin with.
Oh, okay. I mean, look.
Being honest.
Don't be defending. Look, nigga.
I don't know.
But you get the
like
point.
If a hoe came in and broke this shit up, she's a real hoe.
Pretty much.
That bitch is
Cleopatra.
Thanos in disguise.
Nigga. Only Cleopatra could get Julius Caesar to trust his gut.
Hell yeah.
But trust his nuts, actually.
But nah, man, I see some real passion. I see thoughtfulness. You know what I mean? She's really
The bitch is too smart, nigga.
But she's a hoe though.
That's
Hoes are smart.
Potentially. I think that's just the lane she's choosing. But
to the I was about to say
to the gay point.
Yeah, to the gay point.
Ridiculous.
What led up to that conversation? I forgot.
It's a great question.
But the point was that, like, I do believe most gay men are probably married to women. And
we was talking about Naya's podcast, but there's no need to sound that out because they ain't taking it serious.
Yeah, they ain't taking it serious. But I used her story to help my point.
Tell that story.
So, and this is our friend's Naya's story. Shout out to her.
We could have her on the podcast just to tell hotels.
Yeah, it would be.
Or really trick tales, because, like, Naya doesn't be hoeing. Might be low level.
Her story, look,
that look is interesting.
The story look,
low
regardless.
level hoe, promiscuous.
Look, so she's chilling with this dude. He comes up to her, you know, he wants to be vulnerable, what black men should be, right? Vulnerable, right?
No, it's a facade, it's a lie.
AJ.
Never.
AJ,
Don't do
come
it.
on, man.
Don't
Vulnerable,
do it.
groove, vulnerable.
There's no such thing as vulnerable for a man.
So he's like, you know, can I tell you something? You know, like Usher. And
what did she do to make this nigga that comfortable?
And she's like, yeah, you know, I got you. You know,
That's a good Naya.
That's a good night, right?
That's a good Naya.
And so he's like, you know, 3 summers ago, you know.
Stop saying it in this fucking this sultry ass voice,
this
nigga.
is how he said it. This is how he said it. I know. This is how you have to say something like this.
Yeah.
You know, 3 summers ago. 3 summers ago, you know, I kissed a woman that wasn't a woman.
Poetic. That was a poetic way of putting that shit.
Dun dun.
Yeah.
So I use that story as a catalyst to my point, and that being that, you know, look, man, it's still a lot of gay dudes who are still married to their wives from the 80s, like Keith. Shout out to Keith. We've brought him up on numerous of times. It's crazy how, like,
even now, not even in the 80s, these niggas get like. I done some wild shit with some chicks and, like, you know, like, who are in ethically non-monogamous relationships. And
Horse.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And
ethically non-monogamous.
Ethically non-monogamous. Okay. But even after you hear about their husband, they just give you, I'm like, this nigga's gay. You like.
I can't tell you how many times I've been at work. I've been, like, just, it doesn't even have to be anywhere, but I see a couple and I'm like, your husband's gay.
Yeah,
but that's cool though.
Yeah.
It's like you probably know it, but it's like
I don't know. This might be what Andrew Tate talking about.
Nah, dog. And
it might be a lot of feminine ass men.
Bro, there's a point. There's femininity. Like first, there's like Prince femininity, and then there's just like
Drake.
Drake. Yeah, Drake. Drake's before. Damn, Prince is fucking gay.
No.
Prince is before.
If you argue
with
with anybody that smoked crack in the 80s, they tell you Prince get bitches.
Prince get bitches.
Unanimously.
I'm sorry. Shout out to Prince.
Disrespect the legend.
Shout out
he's
to
not
Prince.
even Prince, he's the artist.
Yeah.
The symbol. Nigga.
Yeah. But nah, man, and it's like you gotta understand like the psyche, right? And you would even say, you said a point, and you was like, man, like gay people, they can get married now, and like woo woo woo.
Yeah, you know they.
But then I was like, nah, Tony. That first of all, that takes a minute for for shit to even get into place for like to them to even have the confidence to leave their wife. That takes like another decade.
You assuming that they had a wife. I feel like the majority of gay dudes were really gay. They were doing it on the low. Some of them might have had some it's a terminology that they use when a gay dude's with a woman to cover it up.
I mean, all I know is down low.
Down low. I thought there was something else. I think there is something.
You probably thinking of a more derogatory way of saying it.
Might have heard it on Euphoria.
Honestly, I don't even think down low, because down low is when your wife doesn't even know. It's like you're hiding it from everybody.
Yeah, I think it's called a bid.
I ain't never heard of
Can
that.
you Google that?
Yeah.
Gay terminology beard. I think about it because it's like, you know how a beard, it makes you look more masculine, right? You guysing.
Okay. Beard is a slang term, American in origin, describing a person who is used knowingly or unknowingly as a date, romantic partner, boyfriend or girlfriend, or a spouse, either to conceal infidelity or to conceal one's sexuality.
Yep.
Okay. How the fuck you know that?
It took a while to get there, but it happened.
that is kind of random.
How you know that?
I heard it before.
Shit.
Oh, so it's a beard companion.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought it was called a beard.
That's pretty much what it is.
A beard companion?
Pretty much just has somebody as a smoke screen for you.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of there's a lot of beards.
But that's not the majority.
You don't think so?
Especially in 2023. With all the marketing that they've done, you don't think that they've convinced at least billions of those people to come out? Keith is walking around freely in Moore Square right now looking for a young, strapping black man.
How long was he married though?
20 years.
Like, yeah,
When did he
23.
get divorced? About probably 5-6 years ago? Or was it?
You know, about that time. But
Go back like 30 LOI episodes
But the
when we
nigga-
told the story.
but
That
he-
might not even be on this channel. That might be on our personal YouTube channel.
yeah, Keith was an interesting character. We might have to keep it vague for these niggas.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I just think most gay dudes are like in faithful, committed relationships with their wives because a lot of times, like, first of all, who gives a fuck about a commercial? You've seen commercials of like black men doing great things and you go out and do like nigga shit. So it's like, who gives a fuck
That's
about
not
commercials?
necessarily true.
Who gives a fuck about commercials?
A lot of people. And what's your point about commercials?
Like,
No,
how
not commercials. I'm
influenced?
talking about the pride movement. They have such like a strong connection and community now that I'm pretty sure it's like majority of these niggas that's gay is openly gay now. It's safe for them to do that.
Were you trying to, during the Black Lives Matter
Protests,
protests,
the riots,
the tragic, protests, niggas wilding.
specifically the George Floyd one, right?
Were you trying to stop like looters and shit? Like, were you on some real black pride shit? Were you trying to stop the looters?
It depends on your definition of black pride. Because, play devil's advocate,
But
there's a lot of people who would say the looters had the most black pride.
and
We're rejecting the system. They're rejecting the system, excuse me. Yeah.
that's what the looters would say.
That's what the looters would say. Rebels with a cause.
But look,
Robin Hoods.
on the key. Yeah. Yeah. But overall, it's just like, I don't know. Like, when's the last time you seen a gay couple?
I delivered a package to a gay couple probably this week.
How?
My GPS told me to arrive at this address. There was gay men outside the parking lot, nigga. It's really simple.
Like, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Violently gay might be offensive. Obviously gay. Blatantly. Yeah.
blatantly.
We might have just added new words to that bad word list.
Blatantly, yeah.
Yeah,
Homosexual.
blatantly gay.
But, exactly. And when's the last, like, that's probably once in, it feels like a year. Probably.
I don't know, nigga. I would really have to go and keep a track record of every gay couple I saw. And at that point, what am I doing?
Exactly.
I don't care enough about that point to prove
But
it.
the whole point is a lot of, hey man, he was like what Nia said, man, there's a lot of homosexuals in the closet still. They got a warm sweater on, some warm, velvet pajamas on in that closet.
And if that is you, and you are listening to this right now, like, nigga, it's 2023. This is the time. There's no better time than now. The gay
do you have
movement
the
is
right
at
to
its
say that?
biggest. Yeah.
How do
Bro,
you have the right to say that?
gay is the most marketable it's ever been. Think about that shit. There's pride commercials that just pop up on Instagram and TikTok
But
and shit.
who are the main people hating them? Cisgendered white men, Tony, who are the fathers of the gay man.
Potentially, you sound like Umar.
Sound like I'm cold calling, nigga. I'm trying to sell something.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's like a lot of the niggas that hate the pride movement are just like the straight fathers who have gay sons. You know what I'm saying?
Or, yeah, potentially. Or, real Bible thumpers. Niggas who are about a book.
Yeah.
Some niggas just don't think it's sanitary, but, that's each and their own. But speaking of gay, what's the dude's name? Fleece Johnson?
Fleece Johnson.
Is he like? Do you count him as gay? Is that he obviously is, but he's more predatorial.
Felice Johnson is a sad case, right? So he went into prison not even knowing what a vagina looks like. You get what I'm saying? He went into prison not knowing what a vagina looks like.
How old was he?
He was 16.
Jesus.
He was a baby.
He was
a boy.
probably 6 months away from getting his first pair of pussy.
He said he wasn't even thinking about coochie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was thinking about it, but it was like...
It was an afterthought.
Yeah, it was like, I'm still here. I'm going to get coochie.
What came first, booty?
Nah, it was just like, you just living doing hood rat shit.
Okay.
And then pussy's on the side like a 40.
That's actually very gay.
What?
Hood rat shit is more appealing.
I mean...
To a lot of niggas it is.
But he had a mess.
Pussy?
He had a
These
messed
niggas that
up
committing
life.
murders getting life before they got some pussy. So
I feel like that's like maybe top 10% of hood. Like real, like gangster ass niggas. A lot of niggas is wearing that shit to peacock.
they so gangster that they scared of women too.
Yeah.
They scared of everybody. They kill niggas and they scared of women.
Some niggas kill niggas and hit bitches.
That's a fact. Yeah, even they're on the table.
Women, excuse me.
You got it. Yeah.
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 But this is Felice Johnson. He's talking about how serious booty is in the prison complex.
And we're gonna play it through the microphone because Lauren's not here.
Hey, man.
That's how it is.
It's effective.
Lauren,
Actually,
please come
try
back.
Bluetooth. Try hooking your phone to Bluetooth. See if it shows up. It's called
Nigga said he's
Rodecaster.
feeling lucky.
Feeling lucky right now, you know?
It's called Rodecaster.
Rodecaster. Let's see if it works. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try.
I forgot that. Yeah, we got like technology in here, but we just need a
We just need somebody, a geek.
We need to all be on the same level. We're just not on the same
we
level.
need a white man, and this is why I've been trying to.
They took our white man from us.
I've been trying to get with Lauren so I can figure out how to do this shit.
Yeah. But how long has Felice Johnson been out of jail? And why is he just now doing
In a couple months.
like media? Because I feel like you should, with a case like him, with a story that he has, and with the internet fame that he had before, you would think people would immediately get on that. Like Dr. Phil hit him up for an interview, Oprah, see his rejuvenation.
Yeah.
See how his soul is glowing right now after prison and
They don't
years of
care.
booty warrior.
Nah, man, he's not. Oprah wouldn't take him because she's too corporate. Like she's not taking nothing that doesn't make black men look good.
But didn't she take the dude that had the hit song back in the day?
Lil Nas.
No, climbing in your windows, lying your people. I forgot the song.
Oh, the dude
Hide
that
your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah.
And hide your
It was
husband.
Andre something, I think.
Because they graping everybody out here.
Yeah. It was Andre something.
You remember that shit?
That light skinned nigga.
Relatively.
Andre. He looked like he had like a bandana wrapped around
That
his
nigga.
head.
Yeah.
He looked
Hide
like
your
how
kids, hide your
Hide your
wife.
kids, hide your wife. He looked like how ASAP Rocky be looking like a single black mom sometimes.
Yeah, that's exactly how he looked.
But apparently he's not even gay no more. That's a whole different story.
Yeah. But it is connected. Let me see.
Yeah, see what happens when you hit play.
Hide your kids, hide your
He
wife.
said, what? I was mean to him. They said, police, that dude is, he don't bother nobody, right? He don't cuss. We don't even know how he ended up down here.
So he was just a regular guy.
Yeah, but now he was gay.
So
Wait, we got to start over or
so-
get a translator.
Yeah, I was about to say they're in prison right now, and a new guy walks into the cell. He's gay. He looks delicious. These are his words. Not going to say pause.
This is the context of the story.
These are his words.
Not saying pause is like you double it down. You aggressive with it.
But it's like
You
he's-
sound like a booty warrior.
But he said he looks delicious. Like you got to hear this shit.
Well, you got to just at least put
You got to hear
quotations
this.
on it.
Look, man, it's like whatever. Like
He looks delicious.
look,
Is your volume turned
But
on?
he had a big old butt. He was big. Everybody in prison, man, they going to have a killing over him. Everybody wanted him, right? Everybody wanted, man, they would kill over booty in there, bruh. Like when I first went in there, it was like you see somebody gay and you try to dress him like you would a man, right?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? They gonna call you to the side. Hey, don't do that no more, man. That's my wife, nigga. Nigga, that's my wife. What you trying to say, bro? You said, what did I do? And it's not a man, it's my wife, nigga. And so eventually, when you see him, you gonna, if you speak to one of them, hey ma'am, how you doing?
This is eerie.
Is and when you talk to their mans and stuff, yeah, man, I seen your wife down there, man. I was asking your wife where you was at, bro.
So they really treat them like women.
They treat them better than women.
Oh shit, better than women.
They treat them better than women. And like that's a statement that like
that's heavy.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've all heard that statement like of niggas treating like homies over hoes. It's literally in the Boondocks.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
Gangsta-licious.
Homies over hoes.
But I think men have been treating men better than women for a long time. Even straight men. Black men voted before white women, nigga.
Is that true?
Very true. Yeah. White women were the last people to be able to vote. They damn near let people in the Special Olympics vote for them.
Yeah, I was about to say. Damn.
Immigrants.
Immigrants voted before women.
But this is tried and true throughout all of time. So it kind of makes sense. But Daddy, I wonder, what is the dynamics of a husband and wife in prison?
It's probably no different than what it is outside. You know what I mean? You have your wife, you know what I mean?
Then a huxtable relationship?
Yeah, it's a huxtable relationship. You trying to keep niggas from fucking your bitch, you know?
Yeah, if somebody breaks in, you got to defend them.
But the only difference is if a nigga tries to, he talks about
Got to make the financial decisions.
Jesus.
Got to be the head of the household. It's sad.
Nigga, hold on.
They treat women.
Gee.
Expedia members save on travel.
Turn that shit off. Damn. I can't even say it. I can't repeat it.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck they selling.
God damn it. In this meantime, while we talking about ads, hit that Patreon.
There's no skip.
It's in the description. $5 help us out. We pour
There's definitely no ads on there.
Definitely no ads.
Which I'm keeping it real.
Nah, I appreciate
so
it.
here's what people don't understand about me. Before I went to prison, I ain't never had a girl.
And make sure our taxes is done.
No, seriously.
I ain't built for this, bro.
I never had a woman before I went to prison, bro.
Yeah, but you was only 16, 17.
Nah, I was 14, bro.
No, when you had hit prison, you
Yeah,
was 16.
16.
Yeah.
Never. So I'm raised in her. I don't know how to kiss a woman. I don't know nothing about all this, right?
Yeah.
Inmates used to pick at me, the older guy. You ever hear something? Yeah. Said, what it look like? Where's the hoe at? And I said, man, go on somewhere. I couldn't answer it because I didn't know. Mm-hmm. And so,
he said, what does the hole look like?
He didn't know what the clitoris was.
Yeah, he's not familiar with the butter beat.
He didn't know about that technique where you put it in and you flick it up and you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't even know that there's different shapes and sizes of pussy.
And
there was no internet.
Lips.
There was no internet, so it's not like they had magazines. But I'm assuming even I remember looking at magazines like even when I was in high school, they used to put them in plastic, so you couldn't just open a magazine.
That's
at a
what I'm
gas
saying.
station.
Like,
You had to vandalize it first.
Pretty much, yeah. You pretty much had to break the law just to get in there.
You'd have to be desperate to see what a pussy looked like.
You had to be a freak.
And in school, all they show you is the inside.
Yeah,
They show you the working mechanics behind the walls.
Yeah, they'll just like cut it in half and show you the side profile of it.
But it's nothing that you can masturbate to.
Yeah, which is probably for the best. You know, we don't need.
Guess, but maybe not, because you can fuck around, go to jail at 14, still not be familiar with pussy.
But that's not the goal.
Become a warrior.
That's not the goal.
I think bare minimum, the goal of each public school in America should be to not end these kids up like Fleet Johnson. Bare minimum. Just don't let this happen to them.
Listen to the interview. He talks about his story. The nigga kind of did it to himself. It's still a fucked up story, but it's fucked up.
One day I'm in the shower. Now, Eddyville shower is different from the Grange. In Eddyville, they got poles. Like here's a pole.
Shit.
Around this pole was shower heads all the way around.
I got you. Yeah.
So it'd be about 100 people in there. They got guys coming on.
So they got a whole lot of poles, and then it's a whole bunch of showers.
Yeah, so if you taking a shower next to me on the same pole, if I turn around, your face would be that close to mine. I say, hey, bro.
They can't see this, but I had to describe it for him. His mannerisms are different. They're kind of like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 a little bit, just a little flamboyant. Rewind. You gonna see it.
Oh, if you taking a shower next to me on the same pole, if I turn around, your face would be that close to mine. I say, hey, bro.
All that.
Look, when you leave prison, you only tell vivid stories. We can't give that to him.
You're right.
Who was that? Who was he interviewing with? Who was that with?
Some guy. Yeah, shout him out though.
What's the YouTube? Is it a YouTube channel?
Anton Daniels.
Oh, I know that dude.
You know that black nigga?
He's from Kevin Samuels' world and stuff. Like I saw, they used to talk and get on live, and I saw him.
Shout out my hypergamy brother.
I didn't see some wild videos of that nigga too. So like where he was kind of losing his cool online and going crazy. Yeah.
Like on a girl or
on
Fresh and Fit style?
Yeah, Fresh and Fit style.
Oh,
but on niggas, but also getting like exposed. Not important.
Oh man,
he just got a deep, robust history.
Yeah. But long story short, shout out to the Fleece Johnson interview though.
I about to say, man, this shit.
That's a big look, baby. Well, we talking about it around the world.
Go take a pole over. Take a shower over.
Yeah.
Cause if I turn around, my butt is that far from your.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not with it, bro. Use that pole, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm in there, and I was in there by myself. I said, I'm getting in the shower first. Sometimes it's better soon they open it up, get in and get out. Cause you gonna see a lot of stuff in there, right?
Pause.
And so when I heard somebody in the shower, so I turned around and it was him.
The one he was cussing out.
I could see him from the back. Ass was
He's
like,
choking up.
God damn. All right. Shit. It was like setting up. Motherfucker like setting up, and yeah, you know how you put that soap go down your back, and it'll go. You can see the soap go off.
Listen,
he's painting the picture.
So I looked out the window and shit, made sure wasn't nobody else coming in and take a shower. I said, "Fuck this shit, man." I said, "Oh." He looked back at me, and I looked at him real mean, like, right? Real serious look, right?
Yeah.
So I said, "Shit, fuck it." I went over. I said. He said, yes. I said, can I get some else?
Keep listening.
He said, you don't mess around, do you? I said, man, shut the fuck up. Can I get, I said, I'm going to tell you what, you tell somebody, I'm going to whoop your goddamn ass, right? You better not tell nobody
14?
shit.
It's like 17.
That was my first time coming, and it was in a man's ass, bro. I told my ass like that.
Yo.
I didn't even know it could felt like it. That shit is good. I ain't never had none.
Yeah.
Coming in as a child, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving this motherfucker a baby or something. I'm gonna give this motherfucker a baby.
Oh my God.
Are we allowed to play this?
I'm gonna be real. Is this on YouTube already?
It's on YouTube already.
Jesus Christ.
That was crazy.
There's so many levels to this story.
Yo.
Wait, so...
And it got extremely dark and scary at a certain point.
Bro,
it was already too descriptive, and then it just kept getting worse and
the
worse.
pauses was enhancing it.
Yeah, right.
The silence.
He was like, nigga, what is coming? What's
Jesus
happening?
Christ. And you knew what was going to happen. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
We know that somebody's about to get fucked in the ass.
A jump scare is going to happen.
But it's just like the build up to it. Like he really built this joke.
I still wasn't prepared for it though.
Yeah, nothing can prepare you for this conversation.
That's
the
crazy.
nigga said he tried to impregnate him.
The nigga said the first time he was in a man's ass.
Yo, that's crazy. Now,
you
look,
see, nothing
like
for the first time is hard enough. Well, at least it was for me. Because I thought I was fucking him, but I was really just fucking the shit out of that carpet. But we didn't know what we was doing. She had a silky ass carpet though, I ain't gonna lie. That shit felt like walls, like warm walls.
Said it was you told
because
me
for some reason I was trying to be cool about it. I was trying to make it look like I'd done this before, so I wasn't looking at what I was doing. I was like, let me just land in it.
All you felt was thigh, and it was like, fuck it.
And a warm of the thigh, and rubbing up against the carpet. I was like, yeah, beautiful. She was like, I think something happened.
He was like, you started questioning. You're like,
I ain't questioning. I know something happened. I got a receipt right there.
He said that satin felt good and made you, made you
climactic, nigga.
Hey, man, we all got our turn-ons.
But carpet, wow. So your first time done was in pussy?
Nothing?
Yeah.
No, I've nutted like just regular on the tissue first.
See, that's the thing. There's so many things about his life. Like, he didn't jerk off before.
This is a different time, dog.
But porn was always accessible. It's always had different means. Like, nowadays, niggas just Google. But before, you just stole your dad's magazines, right?
Yeah.
That was the old method.
He went to jail.
Or just like staying up late and catching
Late as fuck.
Yeah.
You remember I told you I was jerking off my grandma's living room? That's what, it was on TV. I had to stay up to 4 a.m. for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that doesn't. Congratulations.
But it's always
Perseverance.
accessible. You get what I'm saying?
But he was 14. He went into jail at 14. And
it took him 2 years to try booty. And he fell in love with it.
Maybe like 3 or 4. He was probably a little bit older.
He was 17. Jesus Christ. But
Felice Johnson, no. You know what I mean? You got to get it how you live.
No.
Yeah, you got to get it how you live.
Was that consensual?
He said the guy was a homosexual.
But that doesn't mean nothing. Just because he likes dick doesn't mean he was his.
And if you tell anybody, I'll kill you.
See? It wasn't consensual.
Look, I mean,
he didn't give him a choice. He was either deaf or getting in your ass.
Look, the whole death thing, that was probably just to scare him.
Yeah.
Just to make him shiver.
Yeah, just to make him shiver.
Yeah.
You know, he likes to get his victim's blood boiled.
He might like, I don't even want to say that. It's 2 paws worth. It would have been funny.
Niggas said it's 2 paws
It's just
worthy.
2 paws worth. I don't feel comfortable saying that shit.
Niggas, so hey, nigga.
But I wonder where this guy is. Because you got to
that nigga?
think, he was the start of an origin story for the booty warrior, nigga. So many other asses were taken advantage of because of this event right here. This is like Eve and Adam bite the apple.
Well, like I said, his first body he caught in jail was because a dude was trying to touch him. He sliced him up.
Let's listen to that.
Shit.
Shit ain't pulled up. But
Booty warrior choose.
is that fair?
Fair to what?
Fair for like karma, right? Like you get back what you put out. So
You try to take yours, so I killed you.
you take ass, your ass is on now up for auction.
I mean,
I
I
think
do
You
it's
have
just-
the right to
I
kill that
do
nigga?
feel like you should be able to beat that case like in jail pretty easily. Like this dude tried to grape me, and
Yeah.
I took his life.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I should be pardoned for the illegal knife that
They
I
never.
had.
They
But
didn't.
the thing is, he's an advocate for taking booty.
Now he is.
They didn't.
But even at the time,
Oh yeah, true.
because he took booty before he killed somebody, right? He took booty before he took a life.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, he had.
So the
caught
timeline
body.
is off. He caught the body first.
Yeah, he caught the body first.
Okay. So it's
But-
a little less hypocritical, but still, you get back from the universe what you put into the universe.
I mean, I guess like
It's a
but
boomerang
somebody.
effect.
Not really though. Like somebody tried to take his booty.
He takes booty.
It's just a deeper issue that like hurt people hurt people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that's what it is.
like that's
all that's
all it is. Hurt people hurt people.
Yo.
Somebody tried to take his booty. Years later, he ended up trying to take somebody else's booty.
And then that probably caused a butterfly effect to where that nigga whose ass was taken took another ass. So
Yeah.
I wonder who was the first ass that got taken and spawned all this ass taken.
This is like I think that's barbaric.
Like Cain and Abel.
That's like I think that's some like I think there's a certain part of it that's biological.
To take ass?
Yeah, like raping, like a man raping another man in war type shit. Like
It's not biological.
I
It's-
beat you so bad, like I've demasculated you. I don't know. Some people look at it that way though.
That sounds like pagan philosophy.
I heard Hispanics look at it that way.
How he was talking about it, if you haven't busted a nut in something in like 12 years, 17 years,
Anything.
you're liable to take some ass in there. Like it's just,
That makes more sense because you don't even know what you're missing out on.
it's not even that you don't know what you're missing out on. It's like, nigga, I haven't
Wouldn't
nutted
that
in an enclosed piece of skin in years.
Because that's all
Ever.
it is at the end of the day.
Ever.
But
Or for his
the
case,
fact,
Yeah.
the fact that it never happened would make you think he could refrain from it for longer. He never did it. It's not like he was getting mad pussy, busting mad nuts, and then he went to jail and all that shit stopped.
But he also went to adult jail in the peak of his like puberty growing.
You know
like,
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? Like
that shit shaped his sexuality.
yeah, because he's 14. He's already going through He's not even at his full height. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro got a lot. He got a lot of growth. He's got 5 more years of just overall growing.
He
bro.
has new follicles to get on his pubes.
Yeah, like he don't even have a beard yet, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
The nigga, man.
That's probably dropped 3 years ago.
Yep.
I think I found the part. Hold up. This is the part that you was asking about how the guy was trying to take his booty.
Okay.
Came to interview me. It said 16-year-old.
This changes everything.
Fuck. That was the wrong part.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, man, look, somebody tried to take his booty, and
He killed the nigga.
The way he described him, he was a big gargantuan ass nigga. Like the nigga literally said, if he was to flex his bicep, he could put this coffee mug on his shit like this. Sitting down. When he flexes his fucking titty, he could put a coffee mug on his titty.
He could take your ass with his pinky.
And the nigga had an afro, like a Street Fighter afro. Like the shit was just exaggerated.
What year was this?
It was just exaggerated like a mother. 70.
Yeah, bro. Fleece Booty, like bro, he's
Fleece
old.
Booty Johnson.
Bro, he's old, bro. He's like 70, bro.
Bro,
So this is probably in like the 60s.
75.
Like
nigga.
Nelson Mandela was locked up when this shit
Yeah.
happened.
Like
yeah, like this
Eddie
nigga's
Murphy,
old, bro.
nigga Eddie Murphy and
Richard Pryor.
what's that movie? Life. They had just gotten out.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally.
But it is crazy, man. It's sad though. You know what I mean? Like his father was like beating on him and shit like that. Like he was just a troubled kid. He didn't know how to like, you know.
But that's not an excuse to take ass. I do understand the recipe that made this warrior, but it's never an excuse.
In a lot of cases, if you taking booty, like that's not even because you want to take booty. You programmed to take booty.
Yeah, you take booty out of desperation.
In all cases, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to say you take booty out of desperation because we're talking about a certain breed of nigga. Like, I feel like you got to have like a genetic predisposition for this.
Nah, man. Nah,
So you
man.
think that since you're born as a baby, as a blank vessel, this could easily happen to you? If you had the same circumstances as Fleece Johnson, you would have been Jay Nobles, the booty warrior?
No, I'm saying like, like you don't know, like anything can happen. Like you never had vagina. You don't think this could happen to you?
Nah. I dreamed of vagina when I was young. I think I got exposed to some shit too early.
Nigga, he dreamed of vagina.
It doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like he dreamed of anything.
Yeah, bussy dreams.
Yeah, bussy.
But the idea that like, nigga, you can just fall into some shit. You're in prison at 14. You get what I mean? Like you fighting every day. You get what I'm saying?
Is
like,
this worthy of making a movie out of it? And would you watch it?
I was thinking that it would be cool, but I don't.
TV series. Some bread in
You
that.
would have seen it
I don't know.
once
I don't
a
know.
week for a couple weeks.
I'd see it if it was on like regular TV, but if it was on like HBO, I'm not watching it.
But with a story this traumatic, like I don't
But
want to see it
HBO
serialized. I don't want
gonna
to
be
keep
too
coming
real.
back.
But HBO is probably the best place. Have you watched The
Yeah.
Night of? The Night of is like
Jesus, that sounds like another
Sounds like another terrible.
Yeah.
take a
Scary
booty
story.
it's
event.
like that, but it's cool though. But
It's cool.
it is cool.
In what regards?
Like the story is about this dude. He meets a white girl. You know what I mean?
Fuck. Is he black?
Indian.
Oh, okay.
Ends up partying with her. Wakes up, she's dead. Now he's in jail with the nigga with the scar on his face. R.I.P. him.
Yeah.
You know his name off the top of your head? The nigga with the scar on his face?
Long hair, Hispanic?
No, black
Seal?
dude.
Seal?
Black dude, The Wire.
Oh, Omar, Michael something.
Michael-
Michael O'Hari? Nah, that's the nigga from Power.
Damn. What's this guy's name?
He passed away too. Michael Lee. No, wait,
I was
no,
way
my
off.
bad, my bad,
Michael
my
Lee?
bad. No.
Wow, he pops
Michael-
right.
Michael K.
Kenneth.
Williams.
Michael Kenneth.
Michael K. Williams?
I don't know who either of these brothers
Oh,
are,
well,
but
yeah,
shout out to him.
same thing.
Yeah. He played
guy, yeah.
played Omar.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Why didn't you just say Omar from the wine?
I didn't know his name.
That's,
But yeah, he ends up going to prison, and this nigga is his like OG and shit. It's a pretty good show. But regardless, it's like, nigga, strange things can happen. And like, you know, if you don't see yourself, if you think you're that far from Fleece Johnson was just a regular black man.
I'm light years from Fleece Johnson.
He was a regular black man.
I don't think there was a point in time where he was normal.
Nah, man, he was a normal kid.
His name was Fleece. How many fleeces you know?
During the 40s, nigga, during the recession, I don't know. I wasn't born that time.
You're right.
But
yeah.
fleece is a 1940s name. You get what I'm saying?
Potentially. But it's just so much of what happens to you is how you react to it. Because we could go into the same conditions, same stimuli, and come out two different niggas. Because we had two different perspectives about this. Felice Johnson saw booty, so he took booty. But it's some niggas, I forgot who was telling the story, but it was on some podcast I was listening to. He was like, the nigga went to jail, him and his homie went to jail, and his homie lost his mind. Like, he wasn't taking showers and shit because he was scared of this very fate.
You talking about Patrice O'Neal's story?
Nah, was it Patrice O'Neal? It was Patrice O'Neal, you fucking right. Yeah.
Yeah.
His homie went to jail and lost his mind. He was in constant fear. He had the Tom Dubois syndrome.
Yeah.
He was scared to get that domino effect, nigga. Take a booty, leave a booty. That's what it seems like. It's a code of conduct in jail.
Well, he wasn't taking showers because he was afraid of his booty being taken.
Yeah, same
Because,
thing.
Nobody's going to take stinky booty. That's just,
Yeah,
it's just ethics at that point.
But they will kill you, and which is worse.
Yeah, because you stink. And he also, Felice Johnson talks about that, how he had 2 Glock dookie bags. He had 2 spray bottles he filled with dookie, glass, maybe a little bit of throw up. I forgot. And he had
How can you put glass in a spray bottle?
He pretty much put anything vile in there.
You crush it up real, so it gets real thin.
Yeah.
And so like when you spray, if somebody tries to like wipe it off, they're scratching themselves.
That's worse than mace.
What's it called? Nair? The shit
Yeah.
that makes your hair come off?
Yeah.
So he had, he had different types of dookies. Like he had this one dookie bottle.
It was aged?
Nah, it was like thicker. It was like more thicker dookie. You know what I mean? But then he also
Commissary was hitting different that day.
He also had the light dookie, you know what I mean, where it's kind of thin. It's like it just comes out like a balloon when it pops.
You think he had different shades and scents?
Probably did. He had different colors of dookie.
When you in the pig pen, you got to play dirty.
But he was talking about how like these niggas was trying to jump him, right? And so as in every good Western movie, the heroes, he lifts his shirt up, shows his peace.
Pause.
You know what I mean? And creates peace. And so, them niggas was like, oh, wait, man, this nigga got that dookie bag, man. Man, he got that shit.
It's a nuclear bomb.
Man, that nigga always got that shit, man.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I got that shit, nigga. What's up?
He keeps the shit on him.
Yeah.
That's actually a good weapon to have, I ain't gonna hold you. But does his shit dry up after time, or is that just dog shit?
I mean, shit is like dries up. I mean, I think shit dries up.
Yeah, so how effective is it after like 2 days, 3 days? You gotta make that shit fresh. You gotta have beef with a nigga, then go shit.
Nigga, he's been in there so long, he probably put salt with some pepper, stir it up, add some,
Coagulated.
Yeah, nigga, you know what I mean?
Keep that shit dry aged.
But, nah, man, his story is amazing, though. Y'all gotta go hear it.
I'll probably watch the movie.
He fights for black pride. You know what I mean? He talks about he went to this prison and how, like, he switched the whole prison around. Because, the guards used to be racist and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
I wonder how he united them.
Yeah. He talks about how he poured dookie on an officer. Like, he had all the officers scared because he would pour dookie out the cell. You know what I mean? Real volatile nigga. He was a menace.
Yeah, all of his tactics involve, like, butt play. You notice that?
Well, not...
I mean, that'll keep me away.
Yeah, that's a good method.
I mean, yeah.
He's
Like, because the threat of violence, if I want to get violent, who gives a fuck? But
that's different.
Getting hit with dookie
If a
is
nigga
little
got that shit on him...
Yeah, it's a little different. I don't want to touch you.
My stomach is hurt thinking about this.
You have to really hate a person to proceed forward.
And he wouldn't, like, he would treat it like a special occasion, like, you know what I mean? Like, if this is what's...
Flowers on February 14th.
Christmas only come once a year, nigga. So he's not just hitting niggas with dookie every month. Like, nah, it was a special occasion.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, you have to shit with intentions.
Well, no, he would just have other people, like, pass down dookie. Like, put it in a bottle, in a cup, and, he would just refill it like that.
Stay out of jail.
Yeah.
That's all we just talked about.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck far away from there. Go to college.
Yeah.
Follow the law.
ICDC.
Because there's a different world that's going on in there, nigga.
Yeah.
The biggest, blackest dude might want your booty.
It's crazy, man. Like, he talks about so many stories. Like, it was this one retarded. I'm not going to say that.
I don't think you can say that. Is that on that list?
I think it's fine.
Nah, but he was.
It's clinical, right? That's the clinical term.
He wasn't slow, but he was just dumb.
Okay.
But he was just this big, black, dumb nigga. He was just big and dumb.
Yeah.
But he was smart. So
what?
His methods of getting butt, Tony.
Yeah.
So he had in his cell on the wall, there was a piece of the wall that had a hole in it, right?
Okay.
But
like Andy Dufresne.
I'm a little slow right now. I can't think about what
the
that
movie
is.
with Morgan Freeman, Shawshank Redemption. He cut a hole into the wall and then got into the sewage pipe to escape prison.
Yeah.
But he put a poster over the hole.
Literally like that.
Yeah.
Like that, right? Yeah. But of course the new cellie didn't know there was a fucking hole in there.
Cause why?
And so what he would do is he would put a plastic sheet with baby powder.
I think I know where this is going.
With baby powder like on the inside of that sheet. Put a poster over that, right?
Over the wall.
Over the wall. So what would happen is, new inmate comes in, looking all, delicious in his eyes.
Scrumptious. Yeah.
And he would be like, hey, nigga, it's time for my butt. And
yo, that's a statement that'll wake anybody up, like immediately.
That's not what he said to Fleece, but for all intents and purposes, time for my butt. So, and of course, in nigga fashion, they're gonna try to fight. No, I don't want my butt to be taken. And so,
ideally, that's proper response.
This nigga would punch a hole in the spot where there was a hole, right? Take his hand out, and it would look like he just punched a hole through the wall because the baby powder, it looks like semen is on the hands. Up. So he's looking at his hand like, nigga, I want butt.
Yeah.
Now,
then you give it to him.
Then,
he punches holes in walls.
And that's how he was getting his butt for a long time until he met Fleece, and then he met his doom.
Oh, so that's the dude that Fleece killed.
Nah, that's a whole nother nigga.
Oh shit!
Fleece has took two people's lives that
for booty, over booty.
We're trying to take his butt,
and I don't think that's fair.
To who?
To those individuals
that passed away.
I don't think so.
Are you serious?
The nigga takes booty for a living. We know him for taking this. He's the warrior. You can't get mad at another warrior for trying to kill you on the battlefield.
But at this time, you see his way of getting booty, I don't think it was as violent.
Who, Fleece's?
Yeah.
He had the whole I like you and I want you so we can do this the easy way or the hard way. He would literally tell you, I'm gonna kill you if you talk to me. He wasn't punching holes through walls, but he definitely applied pressure. It was through brute force.
But that's the only way he's been taught.
That's what he learned. That's all he saw. He came into the game young.
You only know what you've been taught. People.
He picked it up. That's a terrible, but once again, go to college, nigga.
Yeah.
Just like
go, man, get a trade. Become
be a plumber. It's better than getting plumbed.
Yeah, become a philanthropist. You
gotta have something to give away though.
To be a philanthropist?
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta have money already.
It's philanthropy is just money, right? It's not like time and like.
Well, I think it's just money.
So what about the people that are like hippies?
The popular definition of it, yes. But if you are doing community service, you're a real pillar. You're donating time. You kind of are a philanthropist because that's all you really have to give. That's your biggest resource.
Exactly.
When you're broke, your biggest resource is your time.
Okay, so it's all the same,
Yeah, what the fuck?
But it is interesting, man. Shout out to Fleece, man. He's out.
Don't shout out to Fleece because
shout out to Fleece, man.
Fleece, I don't think I want that attention.
Well, why are you're creating,
I don't want that attention. I don't want him watching this shit.
Well, I mean,
he should stay in his own world. Keep that shit far away from here because that whole ass for ass shit.
You're afraid he's going to try to take your butt?
Can you grow out of that?
He might slide in your DM, bro.
Nah, I delete Instagram. Can you slide? Can you get de-institutionalized from taking booty for 30 years?
No.
Yeah, he's married.
Right? You need to tell more of the story, nigga. He's married to a woman.
He has a girl.
His whole wife.
He has a wife. He's in a committed relationship.
So I mean, this kind of this is evidence for your point. Most gay niggas married to women. What does his wife look like?
I don't think he's gay. We can't do that. We're not going to do that.
I don't think it matters.
And you
We're not gonna do that.
You can't say he's not gay. You can't say that.
I think we can. I think we have to, just for him.
If your friend told you,
well, now you're making it personal.
he fucked a dude in the ass one time, how does that sound?
But when you say it like that,
What is
like,
your first thought about his sexuality?
why don't you put it like, look, I went into prison at 14.
No, because prison doesn't excuse. There's straight men in prison. It's not like you go to jail and you just become infatuated with booty.
Yeah, but it's all about the context of like if you just, like if he said, look, I went to jail and tried booty, that's gay. But if he said, we're on the outside and he's just trying booty, that's a little bit, more gay.
No,
right?
it's not. I don't explain this.
You're on the outside trying booty.
Explain this, because I'm pretty sure the people are confused too. You tried booty regardless.
But you're on the outside trying booty when there are women. When you're on the inside trying booty,
there's COs. You never heard tales of niggas fucking the CO?
You always live in some, like, nigga, what? How many niggas is fucking the CO, Tony?
A good, not
Come
a lot
on.
of them.
Come
Probably
on.
like 8%. There's some corrupt COs. Nigga.
How many CEOs?
There's absolutely corrupt
Honestly,
COs.
I feel comfortable if there's enough women. I feel like niggas is getting like at least a 10 to 20% conversion rate.
10 to 20%.
Yeah,
Easily.
I'm
Because you
with
got to
that.
think about the type of bitch that became a CO.
Bro, I know chicks who have been correctional officers. Did y'all hear that too? Oh, that's your
Yeah.
fault. Correctional officers, bails bombing, something to deal with
Bails
jail
bombing.
something to deal with jail niggas where they have access to jail niggas.
Uh-huh.
And they love jail niggas. Some of them go into that field
They're
because
coveted.
because it's like if you love strippers, why don't I learn how to be a DJ to DJ at the strip club? It's like they
Yeah.
want to jump into their pond of heaven for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
They would have
half of them are there because these are the only niggas that I want anyway. And I can get a decent career out of it.
Think about it.
Y'all ever seen
Think about it.
Y'all ever seen that real viral video? It's that black couple, and he had done like 20 years, and he was with a chick downtown. He was like smoking a black. It's super viral, and he was like, "How long y'all been together?" And he was like, 5 years. I just got out of prison. I did 20 or something. They were like, "How'd y'all meet?" She was like, "She was a CO." She said I was a CO, and he was like, "No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't." I'm like,
You snitching, bitch.
"Yeah, and you can still go to jail, I think."
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so
There's no statute of limitations on fucking a prisoner.
These chicks will be correctional officers to scout their husband.
Literally.
Try to form them, frame them when they get out.
That's like you
Because-
going to Target. Yeah.
I'm like, because it's,
Bitches there.
I'm not,
Yeah. You never
was-
went to Target just for bitches?
Target just for bitches? No. I never went to Target
You're not a
just
pussy
for bitches.
warrior.
I never went to Target just for bitches.
It says a lot, nigga.
I mean, not really.
Not even when you, like, I'm talking about when you're young. You ain't ever went to the mall or to Target with your homie just trying to get bitches. Just trying to compete. See who could get the most.
Yeah, not Target though.
Nigga, so you obviously was losing these competitions.
We did it on college campus. We never did.
Not retail stores.
What? Y'all are ignoring a huge market.
No.
You
I
both-
heard-
you both
I heard
are
it's
aware
lit.
that there's
I
women
picked
at
up-
Target, right?
Yeah, I picked up chicks at grocery stores, but it's qualities too, though. Like, you don't want to pick up a chick at like a Food Line, depending on what neighborhood. it's in.
Nigga,
Yeah, nah,
the
but
Food
like-
Line on Capitol.
But like, okay, I've been to Food Line on Capitol. It's a lot of bad bitches in there. I'm not gonna lie.
What Capital is long. Capital has Mini City, which is its own world with its own food
that's
line.
true. But like Whole Foods, I picked a Whole Foods chick up before.
Whole Foods is a good place.
Yeah.
Wegmans.
Well,
It's
I was
just-
just about to say that.
It's just like going to Target though. So I'm not mad at that. It makes complete sense.
Yeah.
But when I
Yeah.
was on the college campus, it was like
That's
that was probably the last time I was like, let's go out for bitches. Cause now I'll just go downtown.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know
can
what I'm
just-
saying? I'm not
we
going
can-
to Target.
We can do that.
Yeah, but actually, quality wise, I think you actually get better longevity out of a Target bitch.
Yeah, because they're-
Even at this age, like I probably should be actually going to Target to meet women in Whole Foods instead of downtown. Cause I don't want them bitches in downtown.
yeah, no, nigga.
Like you don't want them.
you need a responsible woman.
yeah, like
A bitch handling business, buying groceries.
or the gym. Especially depending on what gym you go to.
The gym is probably
Lifetime.
a
but
good place.
the
to
thing
find
with the gym
quality.
is it really depends on what gym. Like you go to a Planet Fitness that everybody else is going to, it's like Walmart.
Yeah,
but you go
O2
to
Fitness and up, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, none of that
But
other shit.
O2 Fitness, like you got to go. O2 Fitness has such a low population. Like you better off going to a Planet Fitness just because there's
you want to
more.
go to a Fitness Connection or something like that. You know,
Fitness-
if it's in North
that's-
Hills, it's
Fitness Connection is a better Planet Fitness, but it ain't like it's still like Fitness Connection.
Put it this way.
Nigga, that one in North Hills is crazy.
Gold level Lifetime
Bitches
or
in there.
platinum level Lifetime, whatever the biggest one is.
Oh yeah, Lifetime is a good one.
But the one with the water slide.
You might catch a lot.
Specifically.
You might be catching a lot of married women, which it might not be a bad situation.
But you gonna get a lot of content creators too. You gonna get a lot of the young bitches that's in there trying to like catch niggas looking at their ass.
Yeah.
That style.
There's a lot of places. Depending on where you go, is depending on what type of bitch you're gonna get though.
Literally, like it's kind of like picking fruit.
Well,
You go to the farmer's market, you get the best quality.
You go to the farmer's market, you get giant strawberries
The
picked by somebody's
seasons.
grandmother.
or organic.
Literally, there's no GMOs.
Yeah.
But the seasons,
Go ahead.
the season of the time you're getting the bitches matter too.
It
Not
does.
really.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It
The
just changes
season.
what they're
Well,
wearing.
because
It
sometimes
changes the outfit.
And sometimes it shifts where the bitches are at
It
too.
shifts the mental, like
It does.
Do tell.
the way I am, but it shifts the mental. It shifts the mental, like mind frame of bitch. Like when I was working at McDonald's, right during Christmas and shit, I was getting tipped because it's just that's what Christmas
holiday-
does.
the
Like,
giving
spirit of
season.
giving. The
The
spirit
giving
of
season.
giving, nigga. Rainbow, I mean, it's Christmas and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's just the vibe.
Okay,
so if you catch a bitch during like, spring.
I was just about to say, so spring, what store you go to? Since it's seasonal.
I mean, now you're trying to get
spring.
me
The
right.
farmers market might have just opened back up, so that's probably the spot to
But
go.
it's probably
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of older people there though.
It'd be
What?
young people at the farmers market for real. And then there's traveling farmer markets too.
there's
like-
one that be on the move.
Yeah. So
There's some Hispanic ones where
So
they
if
just
you-
do it every Sunday at the
so
same
if you're
spot.
tapped into
Yeah.
like those, especially those traveling ones, it's like, oh, she really tapped in.
For real.
You
But
know what I'm saying?
it's not like the season is gonna change. Like, okay, this is the season of Wegmans. No, it's just
That's how you made it sound at first. So I was like, nigga,
no,
what are you
nigga. That's
speaking
how
of?
you interpret it. So why don't you just ask, dick?
You're cold calling,
But
nigga.
no,
you gotta
nigga.
get better at communicating.
No, nigga, you
gotta
get better at communicating.
You gotta get
I ain't
better.
gonna say I'm wrong. You didn't even interpret it right.
To be exact, you said the season affects the stores that these hoes go to. He did say that.
I don't even remember what I said, but look, the season, it affects the mentality of the bitch.
Yeah.
The moon affects the mentality of these bitches. Hey, did y'all see the full moon last
the
night?
food that she ate, it affects the mentality.
I didn't see the full moon last night.
Well,
And it's been a full moon for about a week. I've been seeing that shit every day I go home from work.
this has just been like, oh my God, it's full moon, like age of Sagittarius.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
know
bitch,
what? I have seen a lot of like Sky
Sky
Instagram
shit, right?
stories. Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize
This
that.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
I don't disagree
it's
with that,
all-
but I don't think that makes them not backable.
No,
I don't
no.
think there's a season where it's like you can't touch them.
No.
Well, not touch them, but talk to them.
No, but if you want to find a hoe, try the summer, nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying shit like that.
Wintertime, too. All year round.
Wintertime too, but
All year round. There's never a bad season.
nah, man.
Wintertime is a bad season because they're everybody's moving so quickly from housing or building to car
And
to
everybody,
building. Like,
and in the
there's no
wintertime,
lingering.
exactly.
But you catch them lingering indoors.
But in the wintertime, women don't want, like, it's too cold for somebody to just leave them. They want to fuck and just have, like, stay and cuddle.
You normally
get what
try
I'm
to
saying?
lock in your winter during the fall time.
Which is why, well,
You
This
get-
is your-
in
coming up-
terms of, like, getting a hoe and wanting a hoe.
Yeah.
Coming up
quote-unquote
right
quotations.
now it's about to be like open season right now for everybody locking in their winter.
You get what I'm saying?
but some humans aren't, a lot of humans are tardy, put it that way. A lot of humans are going to wait till the last minute, do their Christmas shopping, nigga.
It's not, but
You
it's
know what I'm saying?
still
'Cause
like,
it's gonna be-
Because it comes up quick. It starts hitting back to
It
back.
just happens.
Halloween.
It happens.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day. It's
Hey, niggas-
back to back. Oh, New Year's Eve. Like,
and niggas don't realize it's about to get cold tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
October
right,
2nd is
yeah.
tomorrow. That's when it gets
No
cold.
flakes start falling and you realize you're alone.
But it is tricky though. You know, there needs to be a book on that. Like, what affects, the movement of hoes.
the time period and where you find her too will mean a lot too. So like if she's out in the if she's out in the club and it's wintertime, but she still dressed like it this summer, it's like, oh, you're a real hoe. Like, you don't even feel the weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
she's authentic.
Like,
she's
like,
actually cold-blooded.
Weather doesn't stop my hoeing.
Yeah.
There's plenty of those.
That might be the one you want. That might be that's the one that's going to turn the most,
if that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for,
that's the one.
You know, you're looking for
But you want one that, like, she's like, it's too cold to be outside in a mini skirt and open toes. You know what I'm saying?
You remember that show that we hosted in Greensboro?
You want both.
You remember the show we hosted in Greensboro? It was freezing cold, and that bitch was wearing a napkin on the pussy.
I think I do remember who you're talking
and some
about.
furry boots.
Yeah,
that was
her.
It.
Yeah. She was cool. She was probably a good girl.
She was an amazing whore, probably. Yes,
probably a great person, nigga. But she,
with the personality of all the past dicks she sucked.
Yeah.
This episode is not gonna make it. I'm gonna just let it go though. I got a couple marks, but I don't know what's going on.
We got a couple marks, nigga.
They might age restrict this one.
They should all be age restricted, right?
No, not all of them.
Oh, okay.
Only when they're truly egregious.
Yeah, when it's real filthy.
Yeah, we've gotten hit twice. We got hit twice.
Shit.
I don't know. Did we say sucking?
We didn't say none of those words, but we're probably adding more words.
I mean,
to
just
the list.
the fleece alone he set the bar.
Yeah.
Once fleece had, but it was all good. It's all golden.
But I don't think it's like.
I know. Normally, when it gets age restricted, we normally get about a month out of it, so it's all good.
That's 4 weeks.
Yeah. So it's plenty of people gonna be able to hear it. They'll
like
be able
the phrase "I want booty." You can't say that phrase is like.
No, but he said in the butt. It was like he really went for it.
He's real graphic. He talked about soap trickling down from a nigga's neck.
It was a lot he said before we even got to insertion. He really painted that picture.
We felt like we was there with him.
Not that close. Jesus Christ. But shout out, man.
The nigga's Picasso. But
shout out to Hoes and Fleece Johnson. Jesus Christ. This has been a hell of an episode.
Hell of a way to start this shit off. But I've been seeing a lot. My girl is worried about this shit. They're doing like a national, you know how you get an Amber Alert or like a severe weather warning, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mass notification that gets to everybody's phone in the area. Mm-hmm. Apparently the government, they're doing their own shit for like all iPhones. Or not all iPhones, just all phones in the country. To where it's not Apple sending it out. It's them sending it out. So they have a connection to everybody's phone. And apparently it's about to be a frequency that's supposed to emit some type of fucking brain-altering shit. I don't know. I don't really believe in it. But I've been seeing a lot of, like, there's like a lot of traction to this. Like, there's people who are genuinely scared. Like, there's articles, like news articles about this. To the point where it's like, if the government wanted to do something to that degree, aren't there easier ways of doing that? And they wanted to send out like a mass hypnosis signal to get everybody under one condition, one wavelength. There's got to be easier ways of doing it. And what would even be the point?
It's not about like, it's multiple things. One, I don't believe in it, but I'm gonna tell you why. But it's another thing like,
you've heard this?
Not really. You talking about like some like 5G or 6G is
October 4th. There's gonna be a warning on everybody's phone in America, unanimously, and it's supposed to be loud as shit. Cause there used to be a broadcast back in the day when like static was on the TV at 12 o'clock when there was no programming. They sent out like a warning when some shit was happening, and it would hit all TVs, all radios, unanimously at the same time.
I don't think. First of all, it's all about covering their ass. You get what I'm saying? Like it has to be like they have to go through multiple doors. So if like somebody's trying to like find out what's really going on, they have to go through those same multiple doors. You get what I'm saying?
Not really.
So it's like,
but I'm following it.
But so if I'm the government and I want to do some fuck shit to AJ, right?
Yeah, specifically.
But I can't just fuck AJ. You get what I'm saying?
Fleece Johnson would.
Well, but I can't just fuck AJ.
That was a little pause. That was pause as fuck.
How?
You just made like a smacking sound after fucking AJ?
That I said knee slapper. It was hilarious.
Get it, but it was just too smack.
Okay, so you get it, but it was okay. I guess.
There was too much reverb.
But I might have to call AJ's enemy. You get what I'm saying? Like I have to go through multiple doors.
I get what you're saying. Like they're smart enough to be less obvious.
You can't just crash 2 planes into the fucking buildings, nigga. You got to get some Indians,
that's
some
what they did.
Afghanians.
I don't
That's
know
exactly
because
what
the
they
way
did.
I feel like they've done so much with terms of service. I've agreed and accepted so much
Without even reading it.
that they got
doesn't-
me in their perfect position. I could care less.
It doesn't-
about any conspiracy of brain control. It's whatever.
They already have everything
Yeah.
they need to know about you
That's how I
right
feel.
now.
Like once they started doing the fingerprint on the phone, I said they got all these niggas' fingerprints.
Facial identification.
Yeah, it's like they know what your face look like with and without a mask.
Which is crazy.
They got your ID.
With your glasses on and off.
Yeah, it's like they got so much. Fuck it. You know what I
We
mean?
need to be more worried about probably like commercials influencing us, other than like some like weird frequency, nigga.
Yeah, maybe because I was listening to the Pimp and Kid book and he was talking about how like in the 60s and the 70s, or maybe 70s and 80s, we had a lot of black superheroes that was teaching us to do dumb shit, like get into pimping, get into selling drugs.
Yeah.
Nino Browns of the world, the Superflies of the world. He said he even felt like a pawn because he was in both American Pimp and what was the other documentary? Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I realized that was going to inspire a whole new generation of pimps to get in the game, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what Ronald Reagan wanted. Nigga.
Yeah.
He wanted us pimping, hoeing, selling crack. What was the boat liquor in Black Dynamite? Drinking that shit.
Yeah.
Poisoning our communities.
Afro sheen, nigga.
Yes.
Chemicals.
Abortions, allegedly.
That's what
Can
they
we say that word? Okay.
That's what they say. Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
they say. It's supposed to take out the black man or the black family unit.
Take out the black woman, nigga, the black everything.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like they have more strategic ways of getting shit done.
Conspiracy theories is crazy because we just met. Well,
forget we said it. There's an Indian
we
in
said
this.
it, but
I don't think your mic was on when you said it. But
but basically, right? It's conspiracy theories. It's like, man, a lot of them, like, nigga,
we've delved in them.
hey,
I did mad research. There are a lot of them that I still believe though. Like that 9/11. That was obvious.
And that's what some conspiracy theories, the government calls it that to cover their ass.
To clean it up.
And that's just one of them. You know, it's probably like a couple shit that's probably true. Like, you believe in giants.
Cryptids. I don't know. It's possible. Like, if I wanted to prove it, if I was a conspiracy theorist, I really wanted it to be true, and I wanted to back this shit up with science. Wasn't there more O2 in the atmosphere back in one point in time? That's why plants was bigger, animals were bigger.
Yeah.
If humans were around, we breathing the same shit.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we all be Shaquille O'Neal's?
Yeah.
It's possible. But the thing is, like, anytime you see an article where, like, a nigga found some large bones, it's always sketchy as fuck. Like, you can never really tell the true validity of the situation.
Yeah. Like, is this really a femur, nigga, or like a piece of tree that's just white?
Literally.
Like, what is this?
And it's like, but there was some sketchy ass shit. Because allegedly there was a point in time, there might be some more conspiracy shit, but the Smithsonian, allegedly there was a lot of like giant fossils being recovered. Like actual bones of these large ass niggas. And the Smithsonian just balled them all up.
Yeah.
And never released it to the public.
And you know how that should be like, nigga, it's probably the U.S. government, they own a stake in that shit.
Yeah, but I don't see what's the point in holding back giants.
I think it's...
Why would that destroy the human psyche to know that we were tall as fuck at one point in time? I feel like that's perfectly realistic.
I think it's... I don't know, man.
Unless it's really just uncovering something deeper about what we understand about human history.
I think that's what it is. Like, nigga, first of all, that would change a lot of people's minds. That would be crazy. Like, nigga, they were giant humans. Like, I'm pretty sure even if you tell people that, like, a lot of people would go, yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe non-religious folks.
But for people to actually see it, like, nigga, this was like regular man at one point.
But if you a Christian, you have to believe it. Goliath. The whole parable about facing adversity, nigga, that had to come from somewhere.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like,
if you believe in mysticism, you already kind of tamed for the shit.
It's weird. I don't know, man. Like, the psyche of, like, it's weird because I was watching this video. It was this black dude, right? And he was talking about, like, the psychosis that Japanese people are in and how, like, because they're the only country that has had a bomb, 𝙿𝙾𝚃, by the way. That's his name. But because Japan is the only country that has had an atomic bomb dropped on them, like, they're living in a psychosis, and that's how they came up with Godzilla. Like, this fucking monster that just comes out the ocean, starts fucking shit up.
This galactic threat that could
could
just destroy the city.
Nigga, make Asian babies run, cry.
So what is King Kong?
King Kong, that's us. King Kong would be us.
The black American man?
Yes. That, you know, made it to the top but got shot down, nigga.
Got the white bitch and lost the game.
Yeah, got shot down by the white man. But
that is actually interesting, though.
Yeah.
Do you think the Japanese people, their language is a little bit more anxious, right? Can we get some footage of Japanese people speaking Japanese?
There's a podcast, and it's like just a bunch of different Asian people from different cultures of Asia.
Yeah.
And like they was talking about how like the different languages and the tones. Japanese are more like subtle, more like, yeah, like guinea piggish, like just, you know, like quiet and
like giddish, like.
I feel like it's more flowing as well too.
More flowing. So you think it's smoother than it is?
I think it's smoother. I think it's more like elegant. Like Chinese sounds really choppy.
Chinese sound like they got an A-bomb dropped on them.
And Chinese is Mandarin. Like those are two.
It's Mandarin, yeah.
so,
It's
okay.
like real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like Japanese is like it's real flowing.
I thought that was Korean.
No, Korean.
Korean's a little different.
I think Korean is what most people think Chinese is.
I think so.
I think like when people like talk about Chinese people, we're really talking about Koreans.
Do your Chinese accent.
I don't really know. I don't really know. Like that's how Asian American Chinese people talk. I don't really know.
Like Jackie Chan. I don't know. I feel like Jackie Chan a little bit more choppier than that.
Kada.
He's Chinese.
Right there. Whatever that was.
Kada.
I don't hear it though.
Michael Jackson. I don't know. It's hard to do one
You
of
sound
them
like Chris
shit.
Tucker.
Yeah, I was about to
You
say.
sound like Chris Tucker being Asian.
Being Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
nigga.
They are the only people that have a bomb dropped on them. Like,
Which is crazy to think about. Like, they are the only culture to have a bomb dropped on them.
Whose culture is more developed, Japan or Chinese? Like,
China, without question.
China?
Oh, China, yeah.
But I thought Japan, like, I thought that was the place where you go to a vending machine and, like, buy underwear.
They have cooler things, but as a nation, China is just, like, bigger and more powerful. I think, yeah, China, yeah.
They're a bigger superpower for sure, geopolitically speaking, but we know nothing about geopolitics.
It's probably a lot of people that's like, you know, like, don't talk about China without mentioning the camps, you know, allegedly, conspiracy.
This recent shit was going on. What's the camps?
The iPhone camps.
Oh, well, that's very real.
Well, the iPhone camps and, you know, the Muslim camps. Allegedly, there's, you know, Muslim camps, nigga.
Can we pull up a story on this? There's Muslim camps in China?
I'm going to be honest with you, we probably won't be able to find, like, a concrete story because it's like...
It's too conspiracy.
You can't just say that. And, like, no nigga from Vice has gone in and did his detective work. You know how the Vice does. They need to hurry up with that shit. But...
Get a nigga...
There is, like, a whole conspiracy, like, nigga, it's Muslims in camps and, like, you know, it's dark and it's...
Nigga, it's corruption everywhere.
It's hot in there, like...
It's corruption everywhere.
But,
It's probably shit going on in America right now. Like...
Yeah. Nigga, they say there's people underneath us.
Are you tied to America?
A little bit. I think we all are.
But, yeah, for sure. But you don't think that there's anything that can... Like, not anything that can make you leave, because obviously if shit really went south, we would get out of here. But... There's no other country that you would rather live in right now?
Nah, not me. I became more American when I
the older
traveled,
you got, right?
And no, when I traveled outside the country.
I was about to say, where'd you go?
Italy and Spain.
See, that's...
I was like when I was over there, I was like, bro, I'm fucking American. Like,
and
what the fuck is this shit?
You double down on your patriotism, right?
Yeah,
Because I feel like there's a lot of people here who think that life could be better, like it's going to be drastically better somewhere else. There's probably an island where that could happen. But
I'm sure there's a perfect place, and everybody's
But there's
gonna be
only
different
5
too.
niggas there. It could only be 5 niggas there for it to be perfect for everybody.
And everybody's gonna be different too. So
Nigga.
your perfect other country outside of America is different. Just like, you know.
To all the immigrants watching this, you know, from whatever country.
The extraterrestrials.
You know, don't come over here thinking shit finna be all sweet and dandy.
It is.
I was talking to this, you know, this woman, she's married to an immigrant. And she was saying how...
Is he legal?
Well...
We don't know who the woman is. I don't even know who this woman is.
Yeah, but it's like that. You don't need to know if it's
Is
legal
he
or not,
legal?
man.
So that means no.
You don't need to know that shit, nigga.
He isn't.
Come on, man.
He isn't.
Damn. But he's African though. If that answers your question, I'll just say that.
Do
That's
I know
the
who
only
this
thing I'm
is?
saying. No.
It's not who I'm thinking about. Somebody's father. Stepfather. Kinda.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it is?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I'm talking to her, and she's like, nigga, his family, right? You know, they just did a fucking journey over here, right? Like,
I don't know why I thought you better say they sacrificed the goat.
well, they probably did that before they went on the seas and shit.
That's probably what made it safe
they
trip.
came across the water, made it here, jumped through all these hoops, and they got here and was like, damn, like, this shit is not what it's like.
Where are they from? See, now I feel like I got to get extra American.
They're like from Africa, whatever African continent that's on the coast.
Yeah, but
If you're not from Wakanda, I don't know if
I
there's
know
an
one thing,
argument.
bro. The shit that is annoying to me is like foreigners or whatever coming in and acting like it's terrible here. Well, why did you come?
Yeah, there's a reason you stuck in here.
Take
Yeah.
your ass back to where the fuck you came. If it's so bad over here, you got so many complaints, nigga. Of course it's not perfect. Your shit was less perfect, which is why you're here.
How y'all feel about like immigrants and shit? Like overall, like this whole immigration process. Like, how do you feel about like
I didn't think-
people just being able to just come in this bitch?
People being able to just come in, I think is crazy.
Yeah. And I developed that more over time.
Yeah, so now you got to remember, from a long period of time where it just didn't give a fuck. You know
But
what
you
I'm saying?
see, Trump changed my mind. Like when I was in high school and Trump was
Gotcha.
spitting his shit, and he just put it in perspective. It's like, he didn't say this, but he was like, nigga, this is our country. Imagine you had a kingdom and the doors was just always open.
For no reason.
Nigga, what?
Imagine, imagine you met a girl who just fucked everybody just because.
Yeah. Like, nigga, that's a problem. It's a problem for everybody.
It's a leaking pipe.
So-
Mayor, go ahead, my bad.
No, what you about to say?
Mayor Eric Adams up in New York.
Why do I know who that is and I don't live in New York.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a lot going on. But that's what made me look at immigration again today, because I keep hearing, it keeps coming up. He was allowing all these immigrants to come in and he was like pro-immigrant. They got like thousands of immigrants right now,
Bro,
that are like
thousands
like,
on the street.
On the street, and they're like taxpayer dollars. They're in hotels,
Bro.
They shacked up. Like, it's like New York City has turned into like a refugee camp, and a lot of those crimes that are being committed are from those group of people.
Now,
they riding mopeds and scooters around.
Like it's the Dominican Republic.
Like they're like, it's literally, New York is literally turning into a third world country.
They're flooding
And-
right now too, right?
Yeah,
know.
the Dominicans, they commit crime in all fucking weathers.
But the
nigga.
Dominicans have been in New York forever.
But it's kind of weird with New York because New York is an immigrant land.
Which is
So
why he
it's-
probably had that policy.
It's a weird dichotomy. But
Having an open policy
at
is
the end of
crazy
the
than
day,
a policy.
like, I don't think, like, I saw this video and it was just like some U.S. soldier, it was probably fake, knowing that, like, this shit, you know. A U.S. soldier just cut open the barbed wire and let a bunch of Mexicans through. Just saying Mexican because, I don't know.
He was a leftist.
I don't know what he was, but I was just like,
That looks crazy,
It's
right?
something fucked up about this. Like, and then, you know, like, they come here, they get all these benefits off rip, like food stamps, WIC, they get all that shit.
Yeah.
I know niggas that's struggling that
Single black mothers
nigga,
right now.
I can't even get food stamps, and I need it.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah. Wait, you did get them at one point in time, though. It just.
That was a while back, and I tried to get them again, and they was like,
And that was
fuck
during
shit.
COVID. They probably had a lot more sympathy for niggas, right?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it wasn't even like a lot of food stamps. It was just like, whatever.
Like, this nigga's hungry. Let me
like,
get
man,
him some Cheez-Its.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple of DiGiorno pizzas, but like, man,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
got to eat. And so, you know, they come here, they get all these fucking benefits, which is cool, which is necessary. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, it's too much shit going on here.
Is Trump the first president that made you think about a policy?
No, it was probably, he was the first president that, when he came in, I was just getting to that age. You get what
Literally.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
16, 17, I'm starting to like be aware of shit like that. The first nigga was probably like Obama, because like he's black.
Yeah, because he was black. It was a huge campaign.
And his wife you know, did that whole lunchroom shit, took the cookies away.
She completely ruined middle school.
Yeah.
That shit sucked. That shit was ass.
That dude.
She did more damage to public schools than Obama did good for the black community.
But, you know, Obama was busy having an imagination, so I can't even chalk it up to that nigga.
Obama had a conflicted persona.
Yeah.
It was split.
Yeah.
He was unaware. He might, according to you, okay, all right, Justin, I get you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I get you.
That's what I'm saying.
I get you.
You got to stop trying to be right and just look it from my perspective,
but
nigga.
the thing is, it would be
sometimes
different.
it happens by accident.
Because it did.
But
it would be different if he was like, nigga, nah, majority of them. Obama, please, Johnson. But if you would have just had it.
But it's
we just
happened
slowly
naturally.
proved your point.
You get what I'm saying?
You might be correct. But Obama's allegedly gay.
Look, man.
Unless you ask his brother.
Having a gay imagination might be gayer than actually sucking a penis. That's all I'm saying. Thinking about what you would do in that situation.
It would probably end up being a lot more fluid than what we're actually having in real life.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Majestic.
You're imagining it going smoothly.
Like your porn fantasy is different than actually having sex.
You get what I'm saying? Like
it's a lot more theatrical. You're right.
But but it is strange. But Obama was probably the first nigga I was like, okay, so what's a policy?
First thing he paid attention. But like, what was his policies? I know that he killed some people.
Yeah, that's some policies. That's some policies.
He's definitely pushing something.
And you got, all I heard was just words around the policy, like oil policy, army policy, you know, bombing policy. I just heard the hot key words around that shit.
The punchline of everything.
Exactly.
Which is, you know, what matters most to niggas who aren't really aware of what's going on.
Disenfranchised black
kids.
kids.
Give me the buzzword so I can understand what's going on. I don't want to have to read the whole terms and conditions.
But this shit is important.
But I feel the same way about you with Trump, is that he was the first person, because at first, like, if you're a kind and compassionate person that's not really paying attention and you kind of oblivious to things, you're probably thinking, what's wrong with people coming to America? It's cool over here, man.
Yeah.
But when you really look at, like, what it means to just have an open border policy, like, we're going to accept a lot of different shit. And it's not like we're going to get, we really sound like some Republicans right now.
Not really. It's just,
because I was just about to say, not to say that all immigrants are the worst of what comes from that country, but we're definitely going to get the bad ones too, along with the good.
For sure.
I don't know what the majority split is, but we're definitely getting some niggas like Scarface who are going to come here, try to become empires, and sell lots of keys.
If a person is coming from poverty, whatever they do, they're going to do. Like, it's just, it's a hunger mentality. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and we have due process here.
And of course,
you can do crime a little bit more comfortably.
And like, I do think it should be more simplified. And I saw Elon had tweeted this, you know, I agree with his point. The whole process should be more simplified overall.
There's a lot of hoops you got to jump through to get over here.
Yeah, you got to know how many fucking pubes George Washington had. Like, nigga, what?
And who knows that?
Like,
I don't know that.
How much teeth he had, like, but it's a trick question because he had wooden teeth, like shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's tricky though, because you're making more citizens.
It only helps, and this is where it really only helps billionaire farmers who have access to like cheap labor all of a sudden. Like,
to have illegal or legal?
I mean, at a certain point, it's all the same. Having an illegal woman pick your strawberries, having a legal woman pick your strawberries, it's like, fuck it.
That's not all the same, because one of those you can get in trouble for having.
Sometimes, but I mean, in most cases, like, who's out there on these farms right now? It's probably a lot of illegal immigrants.
Nigga, fuck farms. There's illegal immigrants getting paid under the table at Food Lion, cashiering.
Nigga, gas stations.
Literally. This shit is all around you.
And that's the craziest part. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but I don't know, man. As a black man, you know, we went through a lot. And, you know, it's a lot of different cultures just coming up in here thinking like...
You feel like somebody skipped the line on you?
Yeah, man. Some of these niggas are skipping the line.
What do you owe, though? Do you think, as a black man, we supposed to be getting something specifically?
We should get food stamps for life. Shit like that.
Having the N-word pass is not enough.
I would trade it in for free food stamps.
Any day of the
Well,
week.
free food. That's more.
But do you think you could do that? Stop saying nigga? I feel like it's so deeply ingrained.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna be cold calling. I ain't gonna be saying nigga.
Yeah.
I almost
You gotta remove it out of your dictionary.
I almost called one of the interviewers nigga. Almost.
You got too comfortable.
Almost.
You ain't code switching.
But
up.
that's how cool
You
the
got way too
conversation.
comfortable.
That's how cool. But it was like yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You saved it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I actually did that at my interview at the current job.
You know,
I had to do the same shit.
Yeah.
Say the date.
It happens though.
Everybody slip up it.
But for all of like the political viewers, like
let us know how wrong we are.
Let us know how wrong we are. Like, have a conversation. I'm willing to go back and forth only this time.
Yeah.
Usually, nigga, you get one sentence. But on some shit like this in politics, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to be wrong.
You gotta have discourse because you gotta truly understand and get to the root of the issue by talking about it. Because there's a side of this that we're not seeing.
Of course.
I promise you, there's a white woman with purple hair that could give us a great point on this.
Yeah.
She might be wrong overall, but she could probably give us good pushback on a few of these issues.
Yeah.
And I'm willing for that. Do you plan on voting this next election?
For sure. I might have.
For sure?
For sure.
For sure.
I'm going to get out there.
Like, what makes you so politically involved this go around?
I don't think I have nothing else better to do during that time. So, like, why
you
not
got no
vote?
weed to smoke? You got no topics to give for the podcast?
By the time it's, like, when it's time to vote, weed would probably be legal. I'll be smoking in the line.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can do all those things in the line.
Who are you voting for?
I don't know. I was thinking about Ron DeSantis, but
Ron DeSantis.
I was watching some of his fucking points, and I was like, he might be slow. Like, he's trying to, of course, taking away the African American history in Florida. He's doing all that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Which is not good.
But I think
Black Florida man history might need to be removed.
Shout out to all the Angolians in Florida. I've just figured out that the reason why there's so many crazy Florida niggas
the DNA.
is because, during the slave trade, a lot of Angolians was going to Florida. So if you're wondering, like, yo, why is Florida like this? Why is all these niggas like this? Why these niggas can just, pick up a car?
Yeah.
They're Angolian. So shout out to all the Angolians
They
in
have
Florida.
warrior blood.
Them niggas.
You think Fleet Johnson Angolian?
That nigga part of the Zulu Nation.
Ooh.
He's probably
African Bambaataa does have some allegations.
You know what I mean?
Shout out his son Campbell.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's he's definitely part of a warrior tribe. He could be Native American.
Yeah, he might be Navajo. Cherokee.
One of the warrior tribes, nigga.
Yeah, something for sure. Because you don't have that much audacity without a genetic code to back it up. Like, you're not just born like that for no reason. Nigga. Nah. You got to think about it. He didn't think about busting a nut until he was 16, 17. What was he focused on?
We don't know that.
That's what he said. He had to be focused on the greater cause. Dying alongside his brother.
Surviving.
Dying alongside his brother.
Surviving.
For a purpose.
Look, man, when you in jail, when you in prison, man, you, like, being your me, that's probably the last thing you're worried about.
It's probably a waste of time. You're probably too vulnerable.
Like, nigga, how you thinking about being your me during child time? Like, shouldn't you be watching it back?
And where do you jerk off in jail?
Your celly, he talks about it like, it's many different ways.
Your celly does what?
I mean, you fucking, your cell.
Yeah, but you got a roommate in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you put it. You don't beat violently. You beat softly, and you put
beat
a cover.
with manners.
Yeah,
you beat like there's another person in this room.
Yeah.
That's understandable. I can see that.
Try to be weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still it's a strange process being your meat with a dude beneath you.
With dudes all around you. Except the CEO women. But it is some niggas who jerk off from the cell to the CEO women. That's probably like a mating call.
A mating call?
Yeah.
You think that's ethically better for the inmate?
No. Nah. You don't get pussy by just pulling your dick out and masturbating in front of a woman.
As far as, like, at least you're doing it to the real thing. How much imagination do you have to see a CO in like a prison guard outfit and like imagine her naked and doing whatever, like, you know?
I don't think it takes much stimulation to get hard in jail.
But to bust a nut though?
I don't think it takes much because you got to think you ain't gonna get close to pussy no time soon. So seeing like titties in a turtleneck, that's amazing. That's just like seeing titties in motion naked. You gotta go for scraps. You gotta ration.
You're probably doing it when she's not looking, unless you like to get caught.
Unless that's what you prefer.
Like designer.
Yeah, yeah. Or Louis C.K.
Oh, he's done that before?
Yeah, Louis C.K. pulled out and just masturbated in front of a girl. He asked for permission, I believe, but you know they still try to cancel him over it.
Yeah, and that was weird because yeah, I remember that story. That was crazy.
I'm wondering if I should say this.
Well, nigga, don't ask me.
I'm gonna say it anyway, see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure it's okay. But my girl, she was like, one day, I want you to fuck me while I'm sleeping. Like, while I'm sleeping. And if I wake up, like, you know, it's kind of ruined. But I want to get fucked while I'm sleeping. I don't know if I should say this, but, you know, it's here. I think that's okay.
I mean...
But, like, for a man, that's scary. That's terrifying.
Yeah. It's a typical fantasy. Get used to it.
I was about to say, man.
Like, that's terrifying.
Especially,
she is my girl, so I could do it with her. But if a girl I was just talking to said that, like a girl I'm flirting with,
you'd be like, hold up,
bitch. Where's Chris Hansen?
Where's the attorney at in your closet,
who's
bitch?
about to pop out this closet?
Trying to catch me?
No, yeah, that's some real shit, though. Because I've had girls, it's like, I have to trust you for you to approach me with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've never operated in a take pussy mindset. So,
nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's already gonna take a certain level of switching up for me.
I don't even choke a bitch that hard until we get to like, you know, a couple different.
Exactly,
like,
right.
I mean, she asked for the choke, it's full choke. But in terms of like getting pussy, like that shit has to be put on a silver platter. Like all stipulations have to be met.
Yeah.
She has to be 100% committed to this. I don't like shy pussy. Shy pussy made me nervous. Because I don't know what's gonna happen 5 years from now. She might think differently about this situation. And that could very reasonably happen, especially if you're a public figure.
I mean, shy pussy, I know what you mean.
Pussy that's on the fence. Like you get like a no at first, but it's like, I don't even play that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I really don't play that no, don't do it.
They want to feel valued and chase after, so yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck that.
I get what you mean.
I'm risking getting my ass taken by Felice Johnson for pussy.
But aren't you being a little Tom Dubois? Like that's a little...
No. This is very reasonable. We spent 20 minutes talking about niggas taking ass, like hurt people, Justin. Taking ass and leaving ass. The shit happened to Patrice O'Neal. She was down. She did something that was very experimental.
Not Christian-like.
The word got out.
Yeah.
She changed the mind of how she felt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Patrice O'Neal's now in jail.
Yeah. Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's dead now, but at the time
he was in jail.
The nigga had to leave Boston over that shit.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Shy pussy, though.
You gotta know if it's... Just gotta know, man. Just gotta know.
There's no way to know. They all thought that they knew in the moment. Not a single nigga was like, yeah, she's gonna regret this later.
Well,
in those situations, in those circumstances,
there's so much caveats with that story.
It's so many specifics.
Like, first of all, it was
she didn't think she was going to regret it either, but then somebody she knew found out.
Yeah,
and then
had the reputation.
And it's the white woman's last card you can always pull. That's always valid.
It's the draw four.
It's so many different, like, you know. But for the most case, yes. If a bitch is like, I don't know, like,
then it's no.
Whoa.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye, bitch.
I might not even touch her. No handshake.
Yeah.
I don't want my fucking DNA evidence on it, nigga.
Seems smart.
Nah, never, see? You might have a case just for handshaking.
God damn
just for dapping the hoe up.
Where's Ice-T? Where's Ice-T to fucking defend me?
Yeah, nah.
Where is this nigga? He didn't do it.
You know, he gonna close the case on you, nigga. He gonna close the case on you.
Hey, man, I hope not. Shit. But nah, man, it's crazy. But shit could end up like Baby Boy. I mean, Daddy's Girls. I'm not gonna lie. Like with Idris
Those are two
Elba.
great movies.
Yeah, but
what happened to Daddy's Girl?
He was messing with a white woman. The dad walked in, and she instantly went, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Wait, what?" Butt ass nigga go, "Wait, what? What do you mean? What am I doing?"
I told this story like 1,000 episodes ago, but I'm telling you again, we got a lot of new listeners.
Yeah.
One time, I couldn't get my dick hard. I couldn't get my dick hard with a girl. Like I was just, it was one of those days. I was just going through.
We've all had them.
We've all been there.
We've all
right?
had them.
But instead of just telling her that, I was young. So I came up with like a
think
real,
you told me
I
that.
came up with a real methodical lie.
I think you
and it was
told-
exactly what happened to the nigga at Daddy's camp. I told her, I was like, like my first sexual experience was with a white girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. We was in the middle of the country. We was getting in. Started fucking her. Her dad walked in. She changed the tone. She was like, ah! He's on me, Dad. And I was like, it was just a very traumatic experience. So now every time I'm about to have sex, I have a level of anxiety because I'm nervous now.
But you paint the picture. You're on the edge of the bed, boxers on, head down,
Knees on the ground.
just like it's
her pussy's dried up.
It's hard for me right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was actually facing away from her.
Yeah.
Just talking into my shoulders was slumped over.
Talking into your crotch.
Literally. Talking into my past.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. The white girl, she trying to lie on me, so I just get nervous.
And did she rub your back?
She believed it, yeah. It was just back rub. I fucked her the next day. Like, thank you for helping me get over this trauma.
Hey, yo, that shit's
worked
so
like a
stupid,
charm,
yo.
nigga.
Hey, nah, nigga. That's some crazy shit, though.
Yeah. That wasn't even a prepared lie. Like, I used to be so good at lying, it wasn't even funny. That shit just happened on the fly. I just came up with it.
I'm trying to think, like, what's a good lie I can just think of right now?
That you told in the past or some shit
Yeah,
that you...
just like some shit I told in the past. Like, I can't even...
You taking that 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑, nigga?
Can you tell the people about...
Oh, yeah, about how miserable the last 3 months of my life have been?
Yeah, and... Well, okay, first of all...
Have you stopped taking it?
Yeah, but I mean, the last time I took it was probably like 5 days ago, so which is nothing.
And
It's
viewers...
like, it's still in my system.
The nigga's talking about 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑.
Yeah. Go ahead, act tough about some shit you've never done.
Okay, I will, but I am going to do it because I have to see, because, nigga, you have been...
Bro, this shit,
You've had the sniffles.
I'm literally miserable.
You got time? But first of all, it happened during the Homeroom episode, and I knew what was happening, but
It
it
was
just
happening a week before that.
Oh, it was starting.
It was started, but it really came to a head on Homeroom. Well, not even. It was just the first time I had to record while it was happening, and I realized how much of a disadvantage I'm at right now.
Niggas was like,
How do you take 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓?
you just eat it, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, you just eat it.
Yeah, niggas in the comments on the Homeroom episode talking about, yo, is Tone like selling something right now?
Yeah.
Like he keep getting up. He got his rapper glasses on. Like,
Look like I had that
he
work.
moving?
Is Tone making plays?
Right, yeah,
There's
right
students and
before
shit.
our eyes, bro.
Got the fees coming to the
That shit
studio.
had me dying, bro.
I can't even wait to stop recording.
Nigga Tone's making plays.
I gotta get these dimes off.
But,
I've been taking 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦. Shout out to Dr. Sebi. You feel me? Well, really,
Shout out to
I
your
don't know if
girl.
I should shout out to him. Shout out to my girl.
Because you wouldn't be doing this without her.
A lot of things wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for my girl right now. Have you seen my feet? My feet are immaculate.
You feel better? Like you walking better?
Not walking better, they just look a lot more attractive now. I had basketball feet. My toenails were black as hell from just years of just pounding.
What, she was
on
just
hardwood.
like, she just like rubbed your feet like just...
Like, filed them. Did shit. I'm not sure what happened.
She nurtured your feet?
I just know it tickled.
Yeah.
And now they look better.
That's why I can't have nobody touching my feet. Tickling is
I have the most sensitive feet in the world. I guarantee you mine is worse than yours. First time I went to the nail salon with my mom, and we almost got sued because I damn near dislocated an Asian woman's jaw.
Yeah, nah.
The heel of my foot. She put that little pad on there, kicked her right in the shit. It was over after that. I was like, no more of that. Do soft shit.
That mean you
and
got-
only touch the top of my foot.
Yeah, not the sole, bitch.
Not the sole. I don't know what it is. You got ticklish soles? A little bit to a certain degree.
Yeah, a little bit,
I'm
yeah.
about to say, man.
You think that's a
It's not
bad
like...
thing?
I don't know. You got... It
I
might be
think
a
with the
flat
whole
foot.
thing with the ticklish thing too, though, I feel like it's like the more you pay attention to it, like my feet could be getting touched, and if I'm just not paying attention to it, they're not ticklish. But if I'm like anticipating it, now I'm ticklish.
You saying anticipating it.
Yeah. It's kind of
I'm
weird.
ready for it.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of like a dog with that shit. If I hear a noise, I'm gonna start barking. Like if you touch a parcel in my foot, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm immediately, all my attention is focused on this. But all that to say this, my girl got me on 𝔓𝔦𝔑 and shit now, and the shit is supposed to be cleaning your system out. And I guess my system was just completely fucked.
Yeah.
Years and years of dairy and smoking weed and tobacco have put me in a position to where I'm leaking mucus profusely for 2 weeks straight. It feels like a biblical plague.
Yeah, it seems
Like I pissed God off and I'm just being tortured.
Yeah, like this was inscribed in stone.
Nigga, it's allegedly, mucus is the cause of most dysfunction in the body.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah, because you gave me a lot more pushback in the goddamn car.
Nah, I already knew that. That was a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
but
fact.
It is true.
That's a fact.
So see, it is some good shit. It's working, and this is what's best for me. But I'm miserable.
But like how
I wake up in the middle of the
dirty-
night 37 times.
how dirty was the inside of your body?
Everybody's insides are fucked up. In this room, everybody's.
Don't
Unless you are alkaline and just straight vegan diet or whatever, your shit is fucked up. I promise you.
I saw a little TikTok about alkaline. That's just some bullshit.
To a certain degree.
To a certain degree. But it's I had to just take it.
You eat processed food. You eat DiGiorno's frozen pizza. You think that we're on Dr. Sebi's standards?
I mean, I drink my tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not enough. It's not enough. It isn't enough.
Ginger lemon?
Does it make you leak mucus profusely?
No.
Then you're not doing nothing to yourself. You're not getting better.
But I've drunk kombucha and didn't take a shit.
Well, kombucha has a different purpose. It's all of those elements together. You know, a little sea moss, a little kombucha, a little Himalayan sea salt in your water. I don't know, nigga. Just
Cantaloupe.
shit.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Strawberries make your cum taste better. All that. Nigga.
Yeah.
It's a whole concoction that makes a healthy human. And when I've been coming out and realizing about myself in the last 2 weeks is that my system is fucked up. I might go back vegetarian. I ain't gonna hold you. Because I'm not gonna do all this shit just to go back and have more mucus in my system.
But it's all about having a balance, right? Like you're supposed to have a healthy balance of the sea moss and the kombucha and the green tea and all those different type of things.
Can't overdose on that shit.
You know.
Overdose on anything, you OD'd.
You OD, nigga. You know, hey.
Yeah, nah. Too much of anything is not good, but in moderation, everything should be okay, except crack cocaine. There was a doctor, C-Moss, who really care about it. You remember that one doctor? He was a black dude. He had dreads. And he was trying to prove that drugs aren't as addictive as they make them seem.
Well, dog food isn't as addictive.
Heroin. No, but he was on all that shit. Heroin, crack cocaine. He was the most rational drug addict of all time.
I wonder how much mental strength that took.
It took a lot of, it don't even take mental strength. It takes rationale. Because most junkies are the most strategic people. They can rationalize most things. That's how they get into situations that they end up in. Nobody, like, you can't smoke crack and then not have an explanation. That makes sense. You have to explain yourself.
For the crack?
Yes.
I don't know, though. I think crack is one of those things you have to have no explanation. Like, nigga, it's crack.
Or it explains itself.
Nigga, it's crack. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga, nah. Especially everything that we know now about crack.
It's almost
if
like,
you a new crackhead in 2023, you have to have a reason. You have to have a Felice Johnson's backstory, maybe even Precious. Like you had to come on such hard times that stones and pebbles and crystals was the only thing that was going to save you. And smoking them instead of worshiping was your means.
Oh no, man! I think we underestimate how easy it is to fall into crack.
So you telling me there's a certain shit could have happened to you that made you smoke crack. Well, okay, put it this way: if you smoking with the homie and he rolled up some shenanigans and you don't know it's some shenanigans
A
in there,
firecracker.
and then you just hooked after that. That's
Yeah.
different. That happened to you.
You know,
But even then, it's kind of your fault. You know, you pick your homies.
and then you become a famous rapper, sell some millions. Now you DMX, nigga. So it can happen.
Yeah, yeah.
But
he's
for
the
the
top
most part-
1% of crack smokers.
Yeah.
Him,
Whitney,
Bobby, top 1% of crack.
Demi.
Lovato, she was on that dog food, I believe.
I mean, shit. I mean,
But shit, she's still top 0.2%, nigga. She's an overachiever.
you know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
She reached levels of drug addict. Like, Yeah, nah, these niggas got to be some of the most successful drug addicts of all time. Shit, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Later in his career, though. But shit, that's with all of these niggas. Nobody comes to the grave a crackhead.
Mike was probably doing a little something. He was doing.
Mike was on some prescription shit that he could only get from Ben Carson.
He was probably doing them Quaaludes.
But
the
I
way
think-
everybody talks about Quaaludes is like, I want to try them.
Yeah.
Like, nigga.
But I don't want new Quaaludes. I want Quaaludes from the 70s. Like they've just been like in an old pharmacist, an old pharmaceutical facility.
Those are the only Quaaludes. There's no more like
Yeah, they
regular
ain't pressing them no
Quaaludes.
more, right?
Yeah. Jordan Belfort, this nigga was like,
The pioneer.
he was like, look, I forgot who he was talking to, but he looked him dead in the eye. He was like, look, let me tell you something. If you had some Quaaludes from 1970,
Yeah.
I'm throwing away my token. I'm doing it. Like his sober token, whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah.
I'm throwing away my
His
token. I'm doing
certificates,
Quaaludes.
his gift cards.
Yeah,
What do you think you're gonna try new drugs now that you in this business?
probably not.
When did you start smoking cigarettes, AJ? Was that before or after you became a salesman?
Before after I became a salesman?
Yeah.
Before.
That's what I mean.
I was smoking. I started smoking cigarettes when I had a year of probation. I couldn't smoke weed.
Oh, okay.
I would just like casually smoke a black here and there, something like that. I might bum a cigarette if I was drunk, but
It's great. That's how the system gets you. It takes away what causes you to be a happy human.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A more connected to your soul.
And then it just causes you to fucking help the tobacco industry.
It's a $1 billion evil corporation.
And
nigga.
you started smoking. You didn't know anything about cigarettes until later, so you was probably choosing Newports, nigga.
Yeah. I went on a cigarette journey, I guess you
Yeah.
want to call it, because I had already was on black, so it was like I stopped fucking with blacks pretty quickly, and I would hit a cigarette here and there, but I wasn't buying no packs. I started buying packs when I was on probation for sure. Stressed the fuck out 1 year straight, nigga.
Probation to do that to you.
God. Probation is the worst, nigga.
Yeah, it's a
free-
serious. Yeah, it's just this thing holding over you, bro. It's like
Hey man, free
when
duty.
people really understand
Free
probation,
duty.
how it's set up to get you tricked up and back in the system, it's fucked, bro. Like you got to pay monthly to be on probation. Number
Yeah.
one, you got to
You
check
gotta
in.
pay for your babysitter.
You got to check in weekly. You can't get caught doing anything, and you can't be around anybody with anything. So like, even if I'm in the car with somebody who might have something on them, if I'm in the car with a felon, I'm in trouble.
Yep.
Shit.
Like my shit gets reversed, even though I had nothing to do with whatever this nigga got. It was a felon for.
God
Yep.
damn.
You automatically lose your like, you get pulled over. You can't just get pulled over and they
Yeah.
like get out the car. Let me search it. You're on probation. They can see that you're on probation. They're like, I just feel like tossing the entire car for the next hour.
Yep.
Yeah, like try these handcuffs on for a minute.
Yeah,
It don't
like
matter.
it's
Fuck you.
just you just revoke all. It's just a license to be violated for however long at will, whenever.
It's like being in an indentured servitude to like society.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And it's like they leave it. They put so many pitfalls and traps in there for you
Yeah.
that if say you make it through and don't get in trouble at all, but your bill's not up to date. You missed a month of your probation, you'll violate probation. So it's like little shit like that. You've checked in 1 hour late to the online system.
Yep.
Over.
The warrant goes out. All your charges reverses. All that time you just put in that was good. None of
Yep.
that shit matters no more.
Yeah, nah. Do you feel rehabilitated by the system?
No. The fucked up thing is that I learned with the legal system, as long as I don't hurt anybody, I can pay my way out of it.
See, he
That's
got better.
what I learned.
He got better at crime.
Yeah, essentially. As long as I can do whatever I want, just don't hurt nobody. Don't sell nothing that kills people and don't do nothing that hurts people. As long as you got the money, as long as you got the right amount of money, you can do what you want.
They took the 40 ounce out of his hand and put a white collar on him.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Corporate crime, nigga.
make sure you can afford whatever crime you're doing. Long story short,
That's
what
the
it comes down
biggest.
to.
That's the biggest caveat.
Yeah.
That's the biggest caveat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I was watching this video about the dude who made the Silk Road.
Robe.
The Silk Road?
What is that?
The Silk Road?
Silk Road.
Yeah, the Silk Road.
What is it? You saying it again like I'm gonna understand?
That it's nigga, that's like what all these like scammer niggas talk about, like nigga the Silk Road. Like that's how
Google it. He
it's-
doesn't know either.
It's like how do you explain the Silk Road? Like it's the Silk Road. Like nigga, it's the Silk Road.
Is it a physical location or is it?
You've never
folklore?
heard of the Silk Road?
Nah.
Are you joking?
I'm being dead serious.
Bro,
Is it like the blade for scammers?
The Silk Road was a networking Eurasian trading route active from 2nd century until mid-15th century, spanning over 6,400 kilometers, 4,000 miles. It played a central role in facilitating economical, cultural, political, and religious interactions between East and West America, East and West Europe.
What does that mean to you?
AJ.
What does that mean to you, Justin?
You're talking about like the actual physical Silk Road of 1609.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about
I'm
either.
talking about the illegal database that is the Silk Road, in which scammers, organ donors, you could
So
sell
it makes
babies.
sense why they named it that, at least.
And nigga, it's
but
called
I
this.
still ain't
About the dark web?
I ain't never heard of this dark web shit. You talking
The
about
dark,
I've never heard it referred to as a Silk
Oh
Road.
wait,
I
here it
just
is.
heard dark web.
The Silk Road dark web. Okay, marketplace.
Just say
All right.
dark web, nigga. Why you gotta be
was an
eccentric?
online black market and the first modern darknet market. It was launched in 2011 by its American founder Ross Ulbricht under the Dread Pirates Robert. So yeah, 2011.
Just say dark web. Everybody knows what you
It's
mean.
the first marketplace too, so it was like first in its time.
But nigga, that's the Silk Road. It was the first of its time, and it's just crazy, like his story, and like this nigga was rich as fuck, like
the founder.
the founder.
Yeah, it's like they're just selling straight up Coke energy drinks. They're telling you how many
Bro,
grams are in the
MDMA.
energy drink.
How was he profiting? Was he getting a percentage of all sales that happened on the road?
Yeah, because back
Yeah.
then, I've never been on the dark web. I want somebody to just show me what it looks like.
Yeah, on their
But, like,
laptop.
Even
Yeah.
back then, were they paying through Bitcoin? Because the whole point is untraceable, so they were paying through Bitcoin even back then.
That was paying through Bitcoin even
Gotcha.
back then. Yeah. And it's crazy, like his story is crazy because he could have sold it and like got away scot-free, but you know,
He held
the
on.
nigga just held on.
The government tried to
man.
make a deal with him.
He
It's
sunk with the
crazy.
ship.
It's crazy.
It
But
wasn't-
his story is amazing. 𝙼𝙾𝚃 actually made that video. 𝙼𝙾𝚃 had
I was just watching. Phillion did a complete 360.
a complete
Not a
360.
Like he's doing the same shit before, but it's just more like he's
What he
targeting
wants.
evil people.
Yeah.
Instead of just funny people.
Yeah. It's like not just Jim. Shout out to 𝙼𝙃, man. I've been watching him for
Yeah, I was watching Phillion today.
Yeah. That nigga. He's a funny nigga. But yeah, man. How much time have you been recording?
2:30.
God damn it.
God damn.
How do y'all niggas just have time to listen to us for 2 hours and 30
They're
minutes?
not watching the whole shit. That's only like 5 people.
They at work too.
Maybe 100. That's another thing. Podcasts are companions for life. Like you're doing this when you're doing something else.
Yeah.
Or
This a
truck
nigga playing.
drivers.
It's a nigga drunk driving, playing 2K, probably preparing to get some pussy, getting dressed, spraying some cologne, trying to tune into some pimping real quick, get his oil right.
Yeah, man. And if there are some truck drivers, listening to this,
Truck
make
drivers,
sure you're not listening through our YouTube. Go to Spotify, all right? Go to the
Apple
Or YouTube
Podcasts.
too.
Apple Podcasts, the
Either
other
or.
distro platforms. Make sure you're listening to that, on there, you feel me? Can't be watching a YouTube video while you're driving, nigga.
Yeah, you want background play, don't you, nigga?
Exactly, nigga. You want to be able to turn the screen off. So, make sure you're tuning in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Thank you for clicking on the video. Hopefully, y'all having a fantastic week. I've already started my job, so, y'all already know I'm a happy nigga.
We gonna come back next Sunday and see how this shit went.
We are, because that shit can't change.
Time has to change. Time has to go.
But, hey, man, beautiful episode. Appreciate AJ for making sure shit goes smoothly.
Yeah.
But,
and we got Bluetooth, so we did a little bit more than we thought.
We did more than I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah. I didn't.
Only thing we didn't have was screens. That was about it. But
It's like,
we were
who
the fact
needs
that
a
we were
picture?
able to play stuff is straight, which means tomorrow we'll be good.
Hey,
Because
man,
I'll set up, we'll just play some shit, and we'll be straight.
Shit, we might even figure some more shit out before then.
Pretty
Exactly.
much.
How
Yeah.
to turn that motherfucker on.
You
Right.
see what happens when Lauren not here? We got to figure shit out. But
Why don't we just call him?
make sure y'all say shout out to Lauren and
You're
the
still hooked up to
comments.
the Bluetooth. You can call him real quick if you want to.
You can call this nigga.
He ain't doing shit. Yeah, and it's hooked up to the Bluetooth still.
Yo, let's call this nigga
And
Lauren.
he's all gonna be able to hear us, right?
Yeah, he should. As long as he set it up the right way, you connected to Bluetooth, I think we should work. I don't
But
know.
this is AJ's advice.
Call this nigga
AJ
Lauren.
is an on-camera personality and the captain of the ship. That doesn't involve him doing X's and O's on his camera. I mean,
Yeah, not all the time.
Yo, Lauren.
Are you connected to the Bluetooth?
Yo, Lauren.
Lauren. What's Lauren's last name?
Yo, nigga.
We probably shouldn't say it.
Damn, I don't think it worked. My bad, Lauren. But Regardless, man, nigga ain't answer. He's too busy working.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't answer.
I think he did, but it's just the roadcast.
I didn't hear it ringing either. So,
but hey, man,
we tried.
It's been beautiful. J Noblez.
Tone Groove.
Like, share, subscribe, share with your mom, dad, granddad, niece, nephew, side hoe, all that. Thank you for watching.
Homeroom on Tuesdays.
Yep.
6 o'clock.
Oh,
Tap in. Lauren's calling back. See if we can hear him.
yo, hey, yo, Lauren.
Yo.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, we got Lauren on the phone.
Hey, we got Lauren on the phone. Hey, man, you on LOI, man? Say something, man.
Yo, what's good?
He sound like he's caught mad flights.
Yeah. He sound like Superfly, nigga.
Yo.
Yeah,
Hey, Lauren, can
I
you hear
forgot
me?
we did that.
Lauren, can you hear me?
Nah, he's not through the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth don't work for some
It wasn't
reason.
working. All right.
Oh, so you just did that to your phone?
Yeah, with the
Okay.
speaker.
We were just trying.
But yeah, we was just fucking around with the speaker, nigga. Come back, nigga. We need your help.
Yeah. You're important.
Oh, you trying to do the Bluetooth? Bro, just hit the device thing on the settings. It'll pop up. Just like...
Sound like every white man. Just
Yeah.
just hit that. Just
He
hit
sounds
that.
like every Indian customer service.
Dead ass.
Hello?
Nigga, I don't even see a button that says settings.
Man, this nigga lying. Hey,
It's in the corner of the screen. The top
Oh, I
right
see
corner of
it.
the screen. The little icon.
Are you still connected? And what are the devices?
Okay.
Let's see if
What
y'all
about
can
now?
figure it out. How many monkeys does it take to connect the phone to a roadcaster?
oh my
We're not
god,
gonna do this right now.
Bro, it's not... Bro, hold on.
Lauren,
It's
this
not
guy-
good. We're not gonna do it right
We're
now.
not gonna do that, but this shit get.
Listen, hold on.
This nigga face stopping.
He
But
faked
yeah,
up. See,
but
we gonna have to call him for tomorrow though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's
have to
fine.
call you for tomorrow. But hey, man, y'all enjoy. We out.